Let's go. Undisputed. Let's see if Haney can take the belts, or is Kambosos going to shock the world again? That's the question. Honestly, obviously I'm going to be leaning towards Devin Haney, but you never know. He's done with all the jewelry and all about legacy. I'll believe it when I see it. So, my general thoughts on this fight is this. If this is a boxing match, a pure boxing match, Devin Haney wins. If it turns into a fight, it's going to be a little bit more 50-50. Because Kambosos might not be able to outbox Haney, but he can scrap like a motherfucker. He will make it ugly. Absolutely. He does not have a problem. The one thing I like about George is he does not have a problem putting the boots on, grabbing his lunch pail, and going to work. He does not have a problem doing that at all. And that is not what you want across from you in the ring. If you're someone that maybe gets a little bit nervous, maybe the game plan's not going as you expected, the last thing you want is a guy that's scrappy and that absolutely is going to bring it, man. Diego, what's going on, man? Yeah, dude, I'm like I said, if this is a boxing match, Devin Haney should win. If this is a fight, it's going to be a lot closer than some people want to give it credit for. So, we'll see. You know George Kambosos is going to have the crowd. He's going to be very motivated. You know? So, let's see. We'll see how this plays out, man. So, I mean, right now, honestly, the biggest question with this fight is, can Devin Haney stick to the game plan like he did against Linares and fight on the outside behind that jab? If he does that, it's going to be really tough for Kambosos to get on the inside and do work. The reason I say that purely is just Devin Haney's jab is phenomenally good. And he's just tough to deal with. He's tough to get against the ropes. How many times have you seen Devin Haney against the ropes? You just don't see it very often. He's really good about controlling distance. Kambosos, though, especially in that Teofimo Lopez fight, his hands look pretty darn quick, man. He has decent hand speed. I'm expecting him to be a live dog in this. Absolutely gonna bring it. There's not gonna be a situation where I think Kambosos just rolls over. I just don't see that happening. So that's what I'm expecting. Dude, yeah. When he got wobbled against Linares, it's because he didn't stick to the game plan. He was crushing it on the outside, able to do work. And then what did he do? He decided that he wanted to get cute and get on the inside and try to stop Linares. And Linares is just, his hand speed's fantastic. So, he got a little bit greedy there. And if he does that against Kambosos isn't the most hard-hitting guy, but he's not going to back down. Meme about, Kambo? There's tons of memes going on right now. Seeing a draw, I don't know why. It could happen. I think he can look. If he hits you at the right timing, of course he can drop Haney. Haney's chin has not really been tested a lot. other than the Linares fight where he got hit pretty solid on the chin. So, you know, how do you have Haney Linares? Dude, I had Haney dominating Linares. Haney was absolutely in control for a huge chunk of that fight. Like, a massive chunk of that fight. He just looked like he's doing everything perfect. Everything perfect. And then he got cute. And you could tell. I don't know if it was his dad. I don't know if it was him. Someone decided, hey, this whole fighting from the outside and just picking apart Linares isn't what we're gonna do now. Now we're gonna start trying to go on the inside and get the stoppage. Because Linares is older. I think at that time, Devin didn't like being known for kind of like, people were calling him pillow fist. I think he wanted the stoppage. And I think that's where he's like, dude, I'm having my way with this guy. This is easy work. So, and as soon as he did that, that's when he got caught. The art of war, battle of deception. Absolutely, dude. It's a great meme too. Yeah, 8-4. That's about right. Do you believe the pre-fight trash talk between the fighters may have influenced their mindset? Look, I don't think trash talk is going to dictate this fight all that much. I think what's going to dictate this fight more than anything is the general pressure of the actual fight itself. Devin Haney, I think, is going to be a little bit on guard to start this fight because obviously he wants to gain control of distance. I think if you're Kambosos, this is a dream scenario for George. It's a dream. Like, put yourself in Kambosos' shoes. You are fighting for undisputed lightweight, where like a couple years ago, no one would even count you in this whole set of fighters, top level at lightweight. So many people would have just completely dismissed you. Now you are fighting a fairly untested young fighter for all the marbles, and you're doing it at home. That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure. This is the biggest fight for Devin Haney as well. It being on ESPN Plus means that it's going to get a lot more eyes on it. There's going to be a lot more accessibility for this fight because ESPN Plus is cheap. It's easy. There's not a huge paywall in front of this. More people are going to turn in for this than normal. Who will deal with the pressure? And then the big thing I have to say with that is, how does the game plan change throughout the fight? If you're Kambosos and you can't get on the inside, and Devin Haney's doing like he did against Linares, where he's just picking them apart, what does Kambosos do? What's plan B? He's probably going to get ugly. He's probably going to make it a messy fight. That's probably my best guess, is what he's going to try to do. If you're Devin Haney, and let's say you're getting roughed up, and it's getting ugly, right? Because Kambosos is finding a way to get into that range and kind of get a little nasty with you. What's the game plan? That's where this whole thing gets interesting. If it was Haney versus Tio, oh, dude, I'd have Tio by stoppage, especially Tio before this fight. Like, look, going into that fight, when it was Tio versus Kambosos, I said during the stream, no shame in this, I'll just openly admit, I was like, oh, this is easy work. This is easy work for Tio, because Tio was just on a roll at that point. He was knocking dudes out. He looked really solid against Loma. Granted, Loma wasn't like 100%, but you can't take the win away from him. He still did really well, and he had the balls to go against him, right? So it was just like, man, Tio had so much momentum. And he was able to find these big, huge knockouts. Against Richard Comey, when Tio hit Richard Comey and dropped him like that, My goodness. You know? Robinson Dale, what's going on, dude? So, yeah, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a very interesting fight. I think who can ever get their game plan implemented is going to have some early success. You know? Ellie, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. What time is the fight? Well, we're just about to start the very first fight of the card. Probably expect about 3 hours. They do have a swing, so they do have a swing bout in the wings just in case. So let's say Junior Fa knocks out Lucas Brown in the first round, right? And then, you know, Maloney goes in there, gets an early knockout. They do have a swing bout in there just in case. So I would expect 3 hours is probably a safe bet. Ring walk is going to be, I don't know where you are located, Ellie, but I'm going to guess ring walk is going to be, main event's probably going to be close to around midnight. Maybe a little bit sooner, depending on how things go. Yeah, maybe closer to 3 hours probably. Maybe a little bit more. It all depends how much they pad it. I know, you never know. If it's PBC, sometimes they really pad it out. So. Rooting, yeah, I mean, I understand rooting for Kambosos. For a couple reasons. I mean, he's got that kind of underdog story, man. You know? He's hungry. Let's see if this time of him being at this level now, if he's continuously sharpening the tools, hitting the gym. It looks like he is. So, I certainly don't have a problem rooting for Kambosos to a degree. I'm picking Devin Haney because, you know, he's American. I like Devin Haney in terms of being a boxer quite a bit. That said, no hate on Kambosos. You know? I think one thing I like about Kambosos is that when everyone said Kambosos had no shot against Tio, it was amazing that George went in there, and you never ever questioned, ever, in that fight against Tio, if George believed in himself. When a lot of guys start to crumble, is that they can say everything that they want. They can say, oh yeah, no, I'm going to win this fight. And then they get in there and you start to see that confidence just crumble. And that did not happen with Kambosos. That didn't happen at all. Now, granted, the early knockdown probably helped boost him, but he absolutely 100% went right at Lopez. This is also when Lopez was just murking dudes. He was just knocking dudes out. So, you know, it's intimidating. And he took it on. He just said, let's go. I am shocked Lucas Brown is on this card. Lucas Brown, I'm getting a little bit nervous for him health-wise. He's had some brutal knockouts. When Dillian White knocked him out, I thought he was going to be in the hospital for a long time. Dillian White hit him, and he face planted and was completely unconscious. It was like one of those things where you see it, and it's like, that's scary. That's scary. I predict Tio will knock out. Oh, Kambosos. Dude, same thing. Same thing. I did the exact same prediction. I don't even know if I gave George Kambosos to the 8th round. I think I said like in the first 6 rounds, I think that Lopez is going to get the knockout. So I was even more wrong. Yeah. Lucas Brown is 43 years old. He's very washed. Look, he's never been a phenomenal fighter. He's never been a phenomenal fighter. He's just not that guy. You know? But, you know, at the same time, if he wants to fight, who am I to say no? You know? I'm not the one taking the punches in the head. So, But you have to remember, Lucas Brown was doing really well against Dave Allen, and then Dave Allen hit him with the, like, perfect body shot and just dropped him. You know? The bet? Which bet are you referring to, Sean? I made a lot of bets over stream. Oh, dude. Yeah, he looked terrible in that fight, Wolf. You know? Junior Fa, I'm kind of still mixed. I don't know what to think of Junior Fa. 43 years old getting punched in the head. He says he has 3 fights left in him. Jesus. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Waiting for the softball game to be over. Losing 4 rounds? Yeah, I probably did say something like that. Was that the Lopez fight? I wouldn't be surprised if I did say that. Drunken Gamer, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I wouldn't be surprised if I did say that during that Lopez fight. I was so confident that Lopez was going to beat Kambosos, man. You know? I'm streaming it on ESPN Plus. You know? I think I did bet the channel, didn't I? ESPN Plus is like $5 a month. You know? Junior Fa looks like David Benavidez. Hey, a little similar. Hey, yo, what's going on, man? How you doing? A whole lot can happen in 3 fights at 43. That's a great take. That's very true. Haney isn't known for being a super hard puncher at all. I think this will, going to the cards, that's a good take. I think I think unless Devin Haney starts completely outclassing George to a level where he's just eating a lot of shots, I don't see George Kambosos getting stopped. Generally speaking. JT, what's going on, man? How you doing? Super glad to catch you live. Me too, man. I'm glad that you're here. Tall Kid, what's going on? So, first major fight of the main card. I didn't even realize that Junior Fa is 32. Holy cow. If I buy ESPN Plus, do I have to pay pay-per-view for... No, you do not have to. So, what's a good stream site? VIP Row. Just type that in. Yeah, our Discord has all the links in there too. You could also do that. So... all the Aussie boxers are old AF. They're seasoned fighters, man. That's all. They're just well seasoned. Oh, he's New Zealand. That's right. That's a good point. That's my bad on that one. He's not an Aussie. He's from New Zealand. Haney, easy win. Look. Like I said, my opinion on this fight is very simple when it comes to George and Devin. If it's a boxing match, if this turns into a pure boxing match, Devin Haney should get the win. If it turns into a fight, then it's going to be a lot closer than people really think it's going to be, because Kambosos is not here to sit around and be a punching bag and just eat jabs all day. You know? Dude, Pac versus Horn. Oh my God. It does look, this looks huge. This is going to be, I don't know. No, this is where I'm a little bit ignorant to, Australia's love for boxing. I have to imagine that this is a huge deal there. But I don't know if this is like, if boxing is as big there as it is compared to like the UK. But I have to imagine this is a pretty big deal. So I have to imagine this is going to be a really packed fight. Oh! Oh my This is gonna be over. Yeah, dude, stop the fight. Oh my god, dude. Oh, dude, they gotta stop this. Lucas Brown just hit Fa with a bomb. Just hit him with a bomb. Holy cow. SCG, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it, man. We might have a first round stoppage in the very first. He goes down again. They're calling it. Holy cow. Lucas Brown gets a massive upset in the first fight of the night. Oh my god. Wow, dude. Now, this is the question I have to ask, okay? Yeah, setting the stage is right. Sad, cute, yeah. The thing is, that's really interesting about this is, Junior Fa held his own against Joseph Parker. I think Trek's in chat somewhere. I mean, wow. Look, Lucas Brown is a big man. When you get guys that big, it's like that classic cliche with heavyweights, right? It only takes one punch. They're all big. They all hit hard. They all can knock each other out if they hit them with the right punch. Wow. They're gonna do a replay right here. He landed that clean. Yeah, need to get his urine in a bottle. Oh man. I'll tell you in a second. Here's the replay right here. It's kind of right behind the ear. That's a last punch, but let's see the one that really set it up. They got to show the first knockdown punch. Nah, they're not showing it right this second. They're getting it queued up. I know, right, Tall Kid? I'm like, come on. I gotta see that replay. I was just talking shit about Lucas Brown, and here we go. First round knockout. Looping right hand behind the jab. Dude, I want to see if he hit him. I think he might have hit him right on the temple. He heard me talking shit, right? The way that Junior Fa was stumbling and everything like that, I think he hit him right on the temple. Let me see if I can get a good picture of that. What's going on, Fat? Make sure you got to see. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Huge looping right hand. Hit him right around the ear, right around the temple. That's why his equilibrium was all sorts of fucked up. Junior Fa, did not. I'm shocked they were allowed to continue after that. I know that ad just came. Dude, ESPN has not been doing well tonight. They have not been doing well tonight. Who's fighting so far? We just had Junior Fa versus Lucas Brown, and it ended in a first round surprise knockout. So that was, or I should say, stoppage. That was pretty awesome. I'll take that. Dude, Fa has to retire. I thought I'd be saying that about Lucas. I never thought I would be sitting here thinking Lucas Brown is just going to beat the crap out of Junior Fa. I did not expect that at all. That was awesome. Man, good times. You just never know. You never know with heavyweights. It's cliche, but it's true. You know? He was a heavyweight dude. He's 43 years old. He's had some really bad knockouts. That's the scary thing. Once guys get that age, you know. But hey, props to him. Obviously, Lucas has got a little bit left in the tank. Right? Who else is on the card? We have Jason Maloney's going to be fighting. And I believe we're going to have one other filler fight probably. Co-main is Jason Maloney is the big deal. For second big name other than main event. Yeah, exactly. You hang around, you become that guy. I know I feel really bad for those guys. They get fed to all the young guns and just get pounded on. You know, like I get it. They're making money and it's their decision. But at the same time, you're like, dude, you got to like really think about your long-term health. Your job is getting punched in the head for a living. Imagine him and David Ortiz. Imagine Lucas Brown and Luis Ortiz. You know? I laugh when people call Tyson Fury a pillow puncher. Yeah. See, they called Tyson Fury a pillow puncher purely based off of that very first fight with Deontay Wilder. Oh, he doesn't hit that hard. Dude, you also have to realize Tyson Fury lost like 150 pounds before that fight. He went from 400 pounds to 240 or something like that within like a span of, it was like 14 to 16 months. So yeah, of course he's not going to be like hitting as hard as he possibly can. And now him at 275 is a really good weight for him. Him at 275 is looking really good, man. You know? 410 pounds. He was huge. Fury's a different level because you're that big and you're that size and you have that much leverage. He's going to hit hard. Fury real champ and Kambosos can't even make weight. Oh, well, look. Kambosos missed weight by a little bit. I'm not too mad at that. He was 256. I thought he was around 240, 250. I thought he was. You know, just barely missing weight. I'm not mad. I'm not that mad at it. You know? Hey, I hear you. It's a good night to have a few drinks. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I think I also sometimes remember stats and I'm wrong. It happens all the time. That's why I always have BoxRec. Now I always have BoxRec queued up. What time is it here? Right now for me it's 8:30. Why is it today? I thought everywhere else said June 5th. So Tyler, it is June 5th. On that side of the world. So it's June 5th in Australia. That's why. Yeah, no, you shouldn't miss weight. You generally shouldn't. But I had to do the same thing, Tyler. I was like really confused. And then I was like, oh yeah, they're talking about in Australia, it's the 5th. So, you know. Yeah, dude, I always have BoxRec up because I always have to like double check things. You just never know. Do you think that Mark Hunt, the MMA fighter, I remember him, fought, I think Lucas Brown's a better boxer. But, dude, it's one of those things. You never know. So, When's the main event? I'm expecting, well, they're probably going to throw a swing fight in. Probably about 3 hours, 2.5 hours now, maybe. You know? I don't know all that much about Paul Gallen, all that much. I mean, I know he beat Lucas Brown. That's about it. You know? I'm more hyped for this fight than I was for the Charles. Yeah, that was a good rematch fight. When is co-main? Co-main's probably going to be in about 2 hours. You know? Roughly. It all depends. It depends how much they pad it. Oh yeah, we stream. So all the big fights we stream. Always. So we do this like basically every single Saturday. So yeah, about 8:30. Yeah, so that's going to be about 11:30 Eastern time. You know? So that's the one thing I was curious about, what time this was going to be in Australia. 11 o'clock is not, it's not like, the fact that it's kind of in the morning isn't too bad, but I remember when they had Fight Island in the UFC, and those guys were fighting at like, Dana, what's going on? They had those guys fighting at like 4 o'clock in the morning, which has got to be tough. 2 p.m., 3 p.m. main card. That's not bad. That's pretty solid. Because I was just thinking, I'm like, I know they're catering to the like U.S. audience for timing, but I was like, what's that going to be like for, you know, Australian fight fans? Is it going to be a terrible timing situation? Because obviously you want as many people to watch it there as you can. So I'm hearing wins tonight, him and David Benavidez fighting in November. Maybe in your city. That'd be cool. I wouldn't mind seeing a David Benavidez fight live. You know? We'll see how this goes, though. I mean, ESPN, notorious for doing these montages, long interviews, getting morning drunk. It's a Sunday, you know. Showtime's replaying the Tank fight. Oh my god. I'm sipping on a Colossal IPA. Nothing too special. Nothing too special. Yeah, it's Sunday afternoon. Early. Yeah, that's fine. You know. You think so, Dana? I'm very curious. That's a very interesting, I mean, it just seems like no one wants to fight David Benavidez, dude. It just seems like no one wants to fight him, man. You know? What? No. Yeah, no White Claw. No White Claw. So how was the post-fight with Fa and Brown? What happened? I mean, they basically cut away. So our stream here from ESPN, they basically cut away. It was like, literally, here's the winner, ad. They didn't let Brown talk at all. Which is kind of upsetting, because it was a huge win for him. You know? It's like, dude, let the man talk. Let's hear what he has to say. I'm sure he's not going to call out anyone like crazy. But still. Anyways, who's ready for Inoue versus Donaire 2? That's coming up in a couple days. That's going to be a fun one. I don't think I'll be able to stream for that. That's going to probably be like crazy early in the morning, and it's on like a regular weekday. Andrade would fight David. David outpricing himself. That could be true. I don't know. Boo Boo. I think Boo Boo going up to 168 pounds. If he's trying to get a big fight, I credit to him, because those boys hit a little bit different at that weight class. I'm not the biggest Boo Boo fan, but if he goes after someone like David Benavidez, that's a huge credit to him. Who's fighting right now? No one. We just had Lucas Brown knock out Junior Fa in the first round, so now they're padding it like crazy. We're probably going to get a swing fight with two locals. Back in the day, boxing pay-per-view were usually on Sundays. That's true. So it looks like I know the Donaire fight. It's not the same as the first fight, because Donaire, what is this softball game everyone's talking about? Is that what they're showing on ESPN right now? Because like ESPN Plus is just straight up boxing. Like I don't have to watch a softball game. It's like the third person to mention the softball game. You know, Donaire being older is not going to fare well for him against Inoue, who's like just a beast. Boo Boo's staying at 160 since he had his shoulder surgery. Interesting. Oh, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, ma'am. I hear you. Have a great night. Haney wearing red gear. I remember Haney had some like really outrageous gear for one. I can't remember which fight it was. Yeah, that's what they're showing on ESPN here in Texas. Gotcha. Because I like everyone keeps on talking about this softball game, and I'm like, what's going on? Haney gave up millions, took the fight in Kambosos' backyard. Haney winning this fight. I hope so. These softball players kind of bet, dude. I don't know if I could watch softball all that much. I can't even regularly watch baseball, let alone softball. You know? New Zealand, what's going on? How are you doing? Thanks for the follow, by the way. You're New Zealand. If you're from New Zealand, did you just see the Junior Fa fight? Holy cow. Never saw that coming. I thought Junior Fa was going to have his way with Lucas Brown. Didn't quite happen that way, though. I wish I went to girls' softball games in college. We had girls' softball games in college. I just never went to them. I like baseball if I watch it live. In terms of like being actually at the baseball stadium. I can't watch baseball on TV. I can't do it. It's just too boring. Way too boring. Volleyball as well. There you go. Oh boy. They're already getting rowdy. I did see that knockout. That actually, thanks to Wolf. Wolf kind of, I didn't see it initially, and then Wolf sent it to me in Discord. Crazy straight right hand. That was a great knockout. So I guess this is like all-time record for fan attendance for tonight. This is gonna be crazy. That might be true, Dana, but not so much at my college. And I knew the softball team. And nice girls. None of them dated dudes. So it's not like I really had a chance with them anyways. You know. I did see it at Fenway. I went to Fenway a few times, but the parking and everything was crazy. It was like $100 for parking. Like, it was out of control. Boston doesn't have a lot of parking garages. So, I believe we are going to get a filler fight. It's a, if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be probably intermixed somewhere in here. They are just replaying the same footage over and over again right now. Trying to pad it out. Who do I have in the fight? I'm guessing you're meaning the main event. Dre Flossie, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I'm going to pick Devin Haney. Devin Haney, if he can stick behind that jab, should win this fight. If he allows KAMBOSOS to get inside, not going to be good. But Haney, if Haney can box, like I've said it a few times already on stream, if it's a boxing match that we have, Haney wins. If it's a fight, it's going to be, if it's an actual fight instead of just a boxing match, it's going to be a little bit closer. So, you know, so it's well, I think Haney in general, the biggest thing with him late rounds is if he tries to do what he did against Linares and try to get in on the inside and get a little cute, try to get the stoppage. You know, not the best idea. Not the best idea. Not the softball league, not college softball. Gotcha. So, the Maloney brothers are fighting next to, I know that Jason Maloney's fighting. Did they also put his other brother on this card? I don't think that his brother's on this card. Higasa versus JoJo in the 10th. Dude, JoJo was not a bad fight for him. This stadium looks crazy. Yeah, this is going to be the most sold out event ever at the stadium. Highest attendance record ever. So yeah, it's going to get wild. God, man, they are just padding the shit out of this right now. There's guys that are literally, I think, doing filler fight right now. At least it looks like there's guys in the ring, and they're not showing it. They're just showing promo crap, which is a little bit annoying. You know, after the main event. Really? Took the scale off stage after KAMBOSOS missed weight and recalibrated it. So that's the thing that was happening a lot. We were live last night, and Shrek kept on updating me on the just like controversy of KAMBOSOS missing weight. And he's like, wait, the scale's off? What's going on? They're like trying to fix stuff. It was this whole thing. It was crazy. Like, how do you not have your scale fucking calibrated? You know? Commentators, talk while a fight's in the background. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what the hell's going on? At least show us. The twins are fighting. Okay. Hill versus Parker. Dude, Parker looks so... I was talking smack about Parker before he fought that Chisora rematch. I thought for sure Parker was just like inconsistent. You know, he was gaining weight. He was at the highest weight of his entire career against Chisora for their second fight. And I thought for sure that was a bad sign. Now, granted, he also changed trainers at the same time. So I was like, oh, I don't know about this. This could be bad news. This could be an upset possibly. And Joseph Parker probably looked the best he's looked in a couple years. He boxed his ass off in that Chisora rematch. He looked really good. Like, to the point where I was like, man, I was wrong about him. Parker training with Tyson Fury is a great thing. Parker and Tyson Fury, they like to train together. They like to drink together. They really like to drink together. They have a tendency to throw a few back whenever they're around each other. And if you don't believe me, you can Google Parker, Tyson Fury, Mayweather, Vegas. And there's a couple photos of them having a fun time with Floyd Mayweather in Vegas. Well, they don't want their broadcast to end before the Showtime main card starts. That makes sense. Do you guys remember when Canelo was fighting? I think he was fighting Kovalev. It was the Kovalev fight. And they were just stalling like crazy because they knew there was a huge UFC fight going on. And they didn't want to have Canelo fighting at the same time as the main event from the UFC. They stalled for like a solid 30 minutes plus. Like, it was bad. It was really bad. The Art of Deception memes are going to start. Oh, man. That was so funny. What UFC was that? I can't remember, man. Where can you stream it? Go to ESPN Plus. And don't be doing that. You literally getting timed out for that, because you literally just said something that you would not be asking for that when you join chat. Don't do that. Don't make that your first post in my chat, man. You know. Who's my favorite boxer currently? I love Inoue. I'm a big fan of Lomachenko. Huge fan of Lomachenko. I would say, who else am I really high? I mean, Shakur Stevenson. I'm becoming more and more of a fan of the more he fights. Probably going up to welterweight. I mean, Bud Crawford, although Bud Crawford and Earl Spence, I like fairly evenly. I do lean a little bit towards Earl in terms of like liking him a little bit more, but Bud's pretty nasty, man. When Bud starts going through the gears, he can get real nasty. I love Triple G. I mean, I have like a lot of fighters. Probably my number one guy is probably Lomachenko, just because I love his footwork and how technical he is. But it's hard to pick one, honestly. Inoue is definitely stopping Donaire. I think he could. Who strips down naked? And yeah, they don't have to deception my ass, all right? Dude, I'm still a little in shock about that, you know? NY Talk, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I was a little shocked by that. So, especially Kambosos, I figured he would have tested himself beforehand. Apparently there's some recalibration, all this stuff like that. You know, we'll see. I'm not too concerned. It's not like he like missed weight by like 4 or 5 pounds or something like that, but you know, I think the elbow is done. First round injury. They're not supposed to move the scale at all. They took it backstage and let Kambosos use it to check his weight. Well, it was cutting them. Yeah. Make weight. So, oh, really? That's interesting, Dana. That's very interesting. I'm sad Loma couldn't be here tonight. Me too. I think that Lomachenko definitely, I think that's a good take, actually. I think he does well against guys that are aggressive. Loma definitely makes guys that are super aggressive pay for that aggression. Devin Haney versus a Lomachenko, since Loma's being out of the ring for so long and back in Ukraine, I think Haney would be a huge challenge for him. Like I said, I like Lomachenko a lot. But the biggest problem I have with Loma is he spent way too much time in the amateurs. It's great. You had almost 400 fights as an amateur and you only lost like one time. That's fantastic. But then you entered into your pro career really late. For that weight class and for his size, I think him and Shakur Stevenson would be a really fun, super fun fight. So, you know, Mark, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. You know, can't stand Tim Bradley. Dude, I actually don't. I kind of like Tim Bradley a little bit, but I like Tim Bradley better when he's there talking with Andre Ward, because Tim Bradley and Andre Ward do really well working off of each other. Mark Krieger is one of the most boring, bland. I can't stand his commentary. Dude, Shakur Stevenson could be the next great. He's really talented. And my goodness, has he looked good in his last couple fights. He doesn't have the most power, and I know some people find him, because of that, they're like, oh, he's boring. Dude, he's a sharp puncher. He's really good. There's a lot of young talent. There's some really good young talent that's starting to creep up. I think that what's interesting is how long can Shakur Stevenson stay at... That's a good fight. I like that idea. How long can Shakur Stevenson stay at 130? I don't know if that's his end weight goal. But I think he's smart right now, kind of letting that whole lightweight division figure itself out a little bit, you know? Shakur Stevenson, I could see him moving up, and that's where I start to see him possibly lose. Fighting at 130 is one thing. Even at 135 pounds, that's one thing. And I think Shakur Stevenson could go up to even 140 at a certain point, because he's big enough. He's big enough for it. That's where I could see him get a little bit different. A little bit different, because those guys are just built different. You know? There's only one more fight before the main event. That's what they just said. It's the Maloney fight. We have the co-main, and then we have the main event. What is going on? I thought there was going to be another fight. That's at least what's on the docket from DAZN's list. So, you know, I think he could beat the guys at 130. I think 135 pounds, Shakur Stevenson could do really well at that weight class. Guys like Devin Haney are going to be a little bit more challenging for him, because Haney's built. I mean, he's pretty good size for that weight class, but I could see him beating him. Devin, thanks for the thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I think once, if Shakur Stevenson went up to 140 is where he'd start to have some issues a little bit more. So they had the undercard. Yeah, it was on ESPN Plus. It wasn't televised from what I understand. I thought the main card was going to have at least one more fight. So I'm kind of surprised we're going straight into co-main already. It's going to be a quick night. Most Europeans don't turn down pro until, they're in their mid-20s to late 20s. Yeah. Especially guys in that like Ukrainian, Russian kind of field. Yeah, that seems to be, I mean, Triple G is a great example as well. He had also like 300 plus amateur fights. You know, Burchell came back dude. Yeah, Wolf, that's a good call, man. Burchelt was one of those guys that was the boogeyman for a while. And was looking like, oh boy. Yeah, there's another fight after the Haney-Kambosos fight. I don't understand that. Why you would have a fight after the main event, I don't understand. But whatever, I'll watch it. Haney's your favorite right now, Shrek? I can't remember who else you're really favoring, Shrek. But yeah, Haney's coming up doing. Oh yeah, right next to Usyk. That's the other guy you probably like a lot. Yeah, Usyk AJ is getting pushed back a couple weeks from what I understand. Not too bad. Usyk's your favorite right now. It's hard not to like Usyk, man. It's hard not to like him. He's a character. He's funny as hell. He's super talented. You know? Yeah, a lot of wear and tear for sure. Ooh, Ugas. I thought you would have a grudge against Ugas. I thought you would have a huge problem with Ugas. I thought you'd be sitting there swearing against Ugas. A lot of big punchers and great boxers at 135 and 140. Don't be surprised when Tio moves up. Tio's already talking about moving up. He's definitely going to move to 140. He takes a couple. Yeah, I mean 140. Those guys are just weight drained welterweights. You know. Two main. Yeah, that's what I'm realizing right now. I'm just kind of like, why are you having two main events? It's a very weird situation. Can't wait for Broner. That's gonna be funny, man. For Kambosos versus Loma would have been hilarious. That would have been really fun. That would have been really fun. Dude, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous for Tio, purely based off of the fact I don't trust his dad in his corner anymore. And that's because of what happened against Kambosos, where he's telling Tio, oh no, you're winning this fight. He's lying to him. Instead of being like, dude, you're losing this fight, he's telling him that he's winning. And it was just like, don't lie to him. Bradis is fighting. Dude, Bradis is a funny guy, man. On social media. Serrano. Dude, Serrano versus Katie Taylor was such a good fight. How are you going to lie? How are you going to lie to your son when he's losing like every single round? It's one thing if it's close. If it was close, that's one of the things. I get that. You know, you want to make sure to keep him positive and motivated because you're seeing where he's winning certain rounds. But Tio was losing like every round. I think I gave Tio like a couple rounds, maybe at most. I think I gave him like 2 or 3. It's an Aussie thing, 2 main events, yeah. Canelo is your favorite boxer right now? That's fair. I can't believe Junior Fall lost as well, man. I'm shocked by that. Okay, so we've been streaming for a solid hour, and we have had a total of about 45 seconds of boxing. We've been streaming for over an hour, right when the main card started, and we've had 45 seconds of actual live boxing, man. Oh, thank you, Last of Us. Thank you so much for the tip. I appreciate that. How the hell are you gonna have 45 seconds of total boxing in an hour. Like, dude, AB at 147 pounds is 1-3-1. Damn. I want the best for AB. I know he's a clown and everything like that. You know, one night I need 3 monitors. Yeah. I have 2 monitors here, and then sometimes if I have to, I'll take my iPad out to get my third kind of in. They keep, yeah, it's the same promos, dude. I don't understand what the hell is going on. Greatest beating Usyk in the Super 6 tournament. That was a great tournament. I'm very curious to see that Usyk AJ fight, because a lot of people have a lot of theories. I just think Usyk's just too good. Yeah, this is getting out of control. 7 days straight of this BS. Yeah, exactly. Making a good fight card if you don't actually make people pay for it. I guess that that's a great take. I guess you don't have to give a shit about the quality of your actual entertainment if you don't have people paying for it. Oh my God, that's funny. Let's see what Twitter's saying right now. I'll give you some hot takes from Twitter, because I'm sure Twitter right now, boxing Twitter's going ape shit. They're impatient people. They don't like waiting. So I'm sure this is going to be funny. I mean, okay, let's see what people are saying. Okay. Earl Spence is hoping for Devin Haney to show out and win. Let's see what other. Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson put $17,000 on Devin Haney. Hashtag easy money. Damn, dude. 17. That's nuts. That's nuts. I bet Shakur Stevenson has that money, though. He's doing pretty well. He's doing pretty well. People are just talking about Lucas Brown right now because there's literally nothing to watch right now. This is ridiculous. I know, Devin Haney's the favorite, so he's not even going to win much. Exactly, that's true. I wonder what the betting odds are. I'll tell you guys right now. They're doing more talk about Lomachenko than the actual fight itself. Joe Tessitore can eat a dick. He's so boring. Devin Haney is a negative 165. Meaning that you need to bet $165 just to win $100. So he'll win some money. You know, he'll win some money, but not like it, you know. I'm about ready to switch over. This is getting out of control. You know? Oh, Fulton probably. Dude, this is okay. That's it. I'm switching over to Showtime right now, man. so scrawny yet so fat. Let's see what we got here. Or are they going to show a fight, actually? This is, like, ridiculous. Making sure that people in Discord get to actually watch boxing. So I just switched over to Showtime. I have Fulton. I think Fulton. I think so. Haney versus Kambosos is pay-per-view in Australia. $69. So what's interesting? So is that 69 American, or is that 69 Australian dollars, Dana? Because if it's Australian, that's would be. I can do the math for you really quick. So let's do 70. Let's see. It's even. So that'd be about like 50, a little bit more than $50 American, I believe, if I'm doing that math right. Light skinned guy said he wants to fight Benavidez after this. Okay. Kambo in 6 months became a legend in Australia. Dude, Australian legend. Absolutely he did. I mean, when you have such a huge upset, absolutely. It's the same thing with Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz became a huge, huge legend. Andy Ruiz was meeting up with like the president of Mexico. He was getting tacos and drinking and dancing in all the clubs, getting treated like an absolute Chad. He was going on to Jimmy Kimmel and they're giving him Snickers bars and everything. You know, he was just living that good life. So, you know, the biggest thing is how focused can you be, you know? Bet 17 grand, probably win 8 or 7 grand. Yeah, still, yeah, not a bad. If you gave me 8 grand or 7 grand, I wouldn't sneeze at it. Their second fight in the background while they're doing fucking commentary. Yeah. Why? You know? Nah, it's all good. You don't have to help me pay for pay-per-views. I don't pay for the pay-per-views. That's the beauty of it. We got ways around that. They just keep showing Kambosos in his locker room. They keep showing Devin Haney in his locker room. They're not showing the fight, so screw it. Showtime. Let's do it. Thinking about it, both Ruiz and Kambo, overweight after their upset. I don't know if I'm going to compare the two quite yet. Dude, I know. They're totally not showing the fight on ESPN. I don't know what they're doing, man. What fight do you have this fight ending? If you're talking about Devin Haney versus Kambosos, I think it's going to go the full length. I think it's going to go to the cards. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe Devin Haney hits him with something, but I'm not expecting that. Dude. Henderson's getting pummeled right now. He is pummeling us. Yeah, it is. Dude, Showtime's doing great. Calvin Henderson is like, shit, I shouldn't have taken this fight. Oh, he's getting absolutely pieced up right now. Only has, 6-0, yeah. He's looking really solid. volume is crazy. Drop the Mexican American and goes, yeah, by Mex. Yeah. Andy Ruiz definitely did that. But that's fine. I believe Andy Ruiz tried to fight or did fight for the Mexican boxing Olympic team. So that's fine. You know, Tio, I think, also tried to fight for the, was it Honduran team for the Olympics, if I'm not mistaken. You know, main event has not started yet. They are stalling like crazy. We haven't even had co-main yet. We've been streaming since they started. It's an hour and 15 minutes. They've shown 45 seconds of boxing, which was the very first fight with Lucas Brown and Junior Fa. And it lasted 45 seconds. And that's all we've had for boxing from ESPN. So now we're watching Showtime because they actually have fighting going on. They keep showing the same promos. They keep showing both fighters in their dressing rooms. They're not actually showing any boxing. And the saddest part is there's fights going on in the ring behind the commentators. There's actual fights happening. And instead of that, we get to hear Mark Kriegel talk and wax and wane about Lomachenko fighting whoever wins. It's like, dude, show me the fight behind you. I don't give a shit. Joe Tessitore is saying the same talking points over and over again. Timothy Bradley, this little team they have, they can't carry an hour's worth of content. They can't. The only person out of the three of them, between Mark, Joe, and you know, Timothy Bradley's the only one that knows anything about boxing. So there's not enough there. So it's bad. It's bad right now. ESPN's like, you know what? Tinfoiled bucket hat. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Great name. You know. One of the fighters looks like rapper Chameleon. How's everything going? ESPN's not showing any fights, even though there's fights behind them in the ring. We've had 45 seconds of actual fighting from ESPN. And they're stalling. So now we're watching Showtime. It's actually pretty fun. Doesn't duck Loma? I have to agree. Especially considering Loma's going to be coming back after being inactive and not boxing for a while, you know? Dude, they show commercials. They show the same promos. ESPN's not doing anything, man. Showtime's not bad. Showtime, I'll say this. Showtime's at least better about it all, you know? They're showing actual fights. You know? There's literally looking the opposite way of the fights. I know. I know. It's true. It's true, dude. It's like, just show us. Pay-per-view in Australia is $43 US. And if you don't have ESPN in America, it's $29.99 on Fit. Oh, dude, that's terrible. That's terrible. That's criminal. Oh, man, they're going to have to stop this fight soon right now. The crowd's the only entertainment on ESPN right now. That's true. I'm looking forward to Jaime Munguia. He's a fun guy to watch. He eats a lot of shots, but he hits really hard. That's the only thing. He can, dude, that guy can take a shot. Jaime Munguia can take some shots. That's for sure. Gabe Rosado hit him square so many times, and he just like, no, I'm just going to keep coming forward. Yeah, you're going to hit me with the straight right hand again? That's fine. I'm okay with that. Do it again. He might have issues later if he starts fighting guys that hit a little bit harder, but my God, he's fun to watch. This pace is awesome right now. Crazy ESPN has the American broadcast rights for Fox Corp in Australia, has the streaming rights everywhere else. Interesting. I didn't know that. Morrell's doing like a good job, but I wonder if he's going to punch himself out if he continues at this pace. What's a good source to see it? Just go to our Discord. We have a whole section. You can just use our links there. So, Will, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's ESPN. What do you expect? This is a great fight right now. Well, I'll tell you what. Morrell's just beating the shit out of Henderson. But Henderson's sticking with it, man. He's not giving up. Even if his back's against the ropes, he's still trying to fight off of him. Is Jason Maloney any good? Jason Maloney is a solid fighter. He's a solid fighter. But he is not, I mean, he got absolutely destroyed by Inoue. If I'm not mistaken. I believe it was Jason Maloney that fought Inoue. I always get him and his brother mixed up because they're twins. So he wouldn't be able to probably handle top guys. But he's a very serviceable fighter. Solid all the way around. I'm back, fight night. Who you got tonight? I got Devin Haney. If it's gonna be a boxing match, I think Devin Haney wins. If it's gonna be a fight, I think Kambosos is gonna be a little bit closer. So Tim Bradley fans are getting their money's worth 100%, Shrek. Matter of fact, I'd rather see Jamie fight Triple G. Jaime Munguia fight either Triple G then Canelo. Ooh, that's tough. Showtime in Vegas tonight? I think so. So they're slowing down a little bit right now. I think Morrell's trying to get a little bit more money's worth for all of the output he's been doing. DC, what's going on? Kambosos, dude, we still haven't even seen the co-main yet. So, I mean, we're like an hour away. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's terrible. Got Haney TKO ninth round. The question I have is, Tio couldn't knock out Kambosos and he hit him pretty good, but I don't know. Devin Haney might be able to land more shots. And that could change it. I sure love this Tim Bradley podcast. That's basically what it is. At this point. It's co-main for the Haney fight next. Yeah, it should be. From what I understand, it is. Yeah, he's a good domestic level fighter. Yeah, I think Jason Maloney is he's not a guy that I would be nervous about for some of the top level guys, but he's not a pushover. He's got solid fundamentals. He can fight for sure. Oh wait, are they in Minnesota? Is this fight in? Hold on, let me check. So they just mentioned the Armory, which is in. Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's at the Armory, so it's not in Vegas. It's literally where I live. And actually, Morrell's gonna knock him out. They're gonna stop it. They gotta stop it. It's in Minnesota. I know, dude. Oh man, he is just absolutely mauling Henderson right now. Dude, I'm shocked they didn't stop it. Haney's left himself open a lot in the Jojo Diaz fight. Yeah. I mean, there's always a possibility. I can't count Kambosos out anymore. I did against Lopez, and that was a terrible mistake. So, to stream this fight with binoculars. Minneapolis Lakers used to play in this. Oh, I didn't know that. Did not know that. I could be there watching the Showtime fight live. I could do an IRL stream. All right, I'm surprised this has gone to round 4. I definitely want Loma to return, man. I would love Loma to return and get the belts back. I would absolutely love that. But we'll see. We'll see who he goes up against, because Haney, I think Haney would be more of a problem than KAMBOSOS. It's about ready to snow. We had our 2 nice days, so. Imagine Glove walks into the army and challenges us to spot him in the crowd. That'd be pretty funny. You wouldn't be able to see me, tall kid. I'd be in the nosebleed sections, I'm sure. I can't afford the high quality front row. Jaime and Triple G fight, then Triple G versus Canelo fight. Plus Triple G has 2 belts. Well, we already know for a fact. We already know for a fact that Triple G and Canelo is next. Oh, Henderson landed a good shot. Henderson's nickname is Hot Sauce. Dude, does anyone remember, oh, what was it? And One. Anyone remember And One back in the day, the basketball videos? And Hot Sauce was one of those street ballers. Dude, he was so good. He was so good. Hot Sauce was like a legend in street ball back in the day. I might be dating myself terribly right now. I might be dating myself terribly, but those And One videos were so good. And Hot Sauce, man. Oh, dude, like his handles were out of control. Super. Those videos were the best back in the. Oh God, those were fun. The Professor, all those guys back in the day. If I ever become a pro boxer, I'm shouting out Butterbean after every fight. Dude, And One was popping in the 2000s. Yeah, and I played basketball, so I loved watching those videos. I had some bootleg version non-And One video. And I used to watch it all the time. It was so fun. Some of those guys could jump through the roof. I mean, those guys took dunking to a totally different level. It's like 40-inch verticals and stuff. Oh, they finally stopped it. That's a good call. That's a good call. David Morrell was beating on him at that point. That's a good call. Guy who's the owner of the Minnesota Armory also is a promoter for all those Cuban and Dominican fighters. I didn't know. Dude, Dana's just dropping knowledge in chat tonight. You think he's gonna call up Benavidez? That'd be nice. I'd like to see him. Look, I'd like to see him go after Benavidez. That'd be fun. Does Triple G have any chance to even last the distance with Canelo? Oh, dude, 407, what's going on? I think that Triple G at his current age, it's hard to not say that he can't go the distance, because Triple G's never, ever, ever touched the canvas. And after the last fight, where Canelo gassed out hard, it's hard for me to say Triple G can't do it. I think he could. But if the body shots come in, like in the Murata fight, and he starts wincing in pain again, oh, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. You know? Why isn't Chocolatito, as talked about, as a top 5 fighter still active? Good question. Chocolatito's had a few losses. That's probably the big thing. The other part is that at that weight class, no one pays attention to that weight class enough. That's the honest truth. Chocolatito is an absolute. I love Chocolatito. The Estrada fight, A lot of people had him winning that rematch. I think if he did win that fight against Estrada, which a lot of people thought he did, I think he would be considered a pound for pound top 10. But I've watched Chocolatito forever, man. Canelo was too chunky for Bill. Yeah, he was. He played the NBA. The NBA played for the Houston Rockets. I didn't know that. Yeah, this was a fun fight. A lot of action in this fight. All the weights under 130 get no love. Yeah, dude, they really don't. They really don't. The only time you get a lot of love at those lighter weight classes is if you're knocking people out. Hector Camacho Jr. Oh, man. Look, I hated quite a bit on Conor Benn, but he's kind of slightly growing on me. Rafael Austin, I think, was his real... Oh, interesting. You mean they might actually show a fight on ESPN? That'd be nice. Holy cow. I have no doubt Chocolatito beat Estrada. I had it 8-4 Chocolatito. I think when I did my live scoring for it, I think I had Estrada slightly winning, but I can't remember. I think I gave it to Estrada, but I could be wrong. Want to be Pac-Man coming out to his theme song? That's funny as fuck. Let's see what's going on. Dude, there is boxing going on in the background at ESPN and they're not even showing it. How shameful is that? All right, baby. Dude, Dave Morrell was looking like he was trying to make a statement tonight. I would definitely watch this guy fight higher levels. He put on like an absolute I'm gonna maul you to death kind of performance, which I like. I like that. If you're that much of the favorite and you should win, I like guys that go at it. You don't get paid for overtime in boxing. You know? Might as well. Dude, he's fun. He's a fun guy to watch. I'm glad I tuned in for this one. Better than watching Joe and Tim and Mark sit around. Who's currently fighting? No one. Literally, ESPN hasn't put on the next fight yet. So, these are beautiful arenas, dude. No, Jason hasn't fought yet. They're literally just stalling right now. I'm checking right. Oh, they're starting to do some promotion right now for the Jason Maloney fight, but they still haven't walked yet. You know? They're walking. I'm seeing right now boxing in the middle of the ring, but I'm not seeing any actual fight here on ESPN. They're talking about it right now. You know? No, I can't show the fight. I'll get immediately banned. That's why we have Discord with links and everything like that. So, Angel, thanks for the follow, by the way. Are they finally actually going to show a real fight on ESPN? C4, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. We might actually get the co-main event. Oh my God, dude. The rest was pay-per-view. This should be on ESPN Plus. Oh, wait. There we go. Just got it. Here we go. Now, that's why. I was behind. It delayed for me. Now I'm up to date. Now they're actually, like, talking about the fighters. Great. Here we go. We'll finally actually get a fight. This is good. ESPN's actually, giving us 2 fights tonight before the main event. This is going to be a full 12-round fight, most likely. This is the co-main. So, Jason Maloney as the co-main's a really smart move from them. Man, that arena is looking huge, but it's looking pretty empty right now. Which I'm kind of surprised by. I'm sure he'll pack in. I don't know anything about Jason Maloney's opponent. Let me check on BoxRec, see what I can find out. Let's see. Dude. Save us the time and bring in Joe to knock both these dudes. Yeah. Okay. He's going with a Filipino who's done pretty much all of his boxing in the Philippines and hasn't really fought anyone of note. No, he hasn't. So he's 28-4 with 23 KOs, so he might have a little bit of power behind him. So isn't real big. I've seen a couple concerts there. That's cool. They have suites, which is nice. That is nice. What's your advice for a 6'5", 16-year-old who wants to start boxing and lose weight? Well, if you're 6'5", I think you gotta go. You gotta do exactly what we've seen. Just get super tall and get super lean and start fighting guys that are. What was it? The Flaming Tower. Flaming Tower, go that style. I think that's the best thing you can do. Right now we have Jason Maloney, VP. Co-main's happening, just started. Honestly, the best thing you can do is if you're tall. It depends on, if you're 6'5", most likely you're going to be cruiserweight or heavyweight. You're probably not going to be going down to light heavyweight. That's probably going to be a little bit tough, depending on your build. I don't know your build, tall kid. Obviously, learn how to jab. Yeah, it's cool until you get punched by a heavyweight. I would say if you can make cruiserweight, make cruiserweight. Definitely go down to cruiserweight because, Oakley is a great example. If you can utilize your size down at that lighter weight class, probably be a good situation. Biggest thing is you got to find a gym. Find a gym you like that you feel really comfortable in. You should never be at a gym that makes you feel uncomfortable. Thoughts on the ESPN fight? Kind of what I expected. You know? Kind of what I expected. It's gonna go. I am expecting it to go the distance. You know. Always had very broad shoulders since I was 13. I gained a bunch of weight in the past 2 years. The last time I was a normal sized kid was when I was 10. Yeah. Yeah. So you probably shut up like a string bean. Fire, what's going on? I'm 6'7", 180 pounds. Can I, oh my God. Can I box and gain 50 pounds to make it to heavyweight? I mean, you can, but I wouldn't if you don't have to. Dude, you have a huge, huge advantage. If you're 6'7" and you're 180 pounds, if you can do a decent little weight cut and make light heavyweight, you'd be, and then rehydrate, you would be unreal. You would be unreal. You'd be a monster at that weight class. Who's your pick for the main event? What's going on, King, by the way? I think Devin Haney should win. But KAMBOSOS is going to try to make it ugly. Thoughts on Donnie? I mean, he's 40 years old at this point. He had his years. I mean, I haven't watched a ton of his boxing, to be honest with you. But 40 years old, you know, he's currently, I guess, still active. So that's impressive. Do you think some people are destined to become a certain weight class naturally or based off their build? Yeah. Like, generally speaking, there's people that are just built for certain weight classes. You know, like, I'll give you an example, right? A guy like Andy Ruiz is never going to be a cruiserweight. The lightest Andy Ruiz has ever been in his career is like 230 pounds. And you look at his height, he's only like 6'1". But Andy Ruiz is just not built to be someone that's gonna be a cruiserweight. It's just the way he is. Yeah, Daniel Dubois is a natural. Jared Anderson is built like a brick shithouse. There's no way he's ever gonna be a cruiserweight. He's just naturally built to be a heavyweight. Now, at lighter weight classes, you got guys like Lomachenko. Like, Lomachenko should probably be a little bit more at like 130 pounds. But he likes to fight a little bit heavier. It's just his preference. I think based off your age, also, that's a huge part of it. Andrew Ruiz is looking actually really good in shape after his knee surgery. He's been looking better and better. He's actually looking pretty lean right now. But he's just never going to be a, super lightweight guy. Has Haney fought any notable, mostly cherry pick fights? Jorge Linares is not quite a cherry pick. I would say Jojo Diaz was not the highest caliber of fighter, but not a bad fighter. So come on, man. Haney equals Rolly without the mouth. Jojo hit him pretty good. Jojo's no slouch, but he's also not the biggest guy or the most imposing guy at 135 pounds. But what weight class should Jake Paul be at? Jake Paul should not be a light heavyweight. He should probably be more close to like 168 pounds. Would Haney also beat Lomachenko? Good question. I think he could give problems to Lomachenko. And the proof behind that is that Luke Campbell gave some rounds to Lomachenko that was really tough for him just based off of that reach. Devin Haney's a good size lightweight, and his jab is fantastic. Loma could get on the inside and eventually do well, but it would be a tough fight. And if Loma's been inactive like he has, and he's getting up there in age, one of the first things that's going to happen is reaction time and legs get harder and harder once you get older. You know? When does the fight start? We're watching co-main right now. It's only a third round in the co-main. We can't stream it. We'll get banned. That's why we have Discord with links in that. You know, he is Wolf. Jason Maloney's not having an easy time right now. Jaime Munguia versus Jake Paul. That would be very interesting. I think Jaime Munguia would do very well against Jake Paul, but Jaime Munguia gets hit, man. Jaime Munguia gets hit. He does leave himself open, but I don't think that Munguia would have too many problems with Jake. He's especially a kid that especially a guy like Jaime Munguia who's literally fought in like Tijuana. I don't think he'd have a problem at all. Goes off waiting on ESPN. Dude, that's fine, JT. I understand that. I want to see Ali Walsh versus Jake Paul. There you go. Maloney's tagging him. But I don't know if Maloney's going to be able to get this guy out of here. You know? Subscribe to... Oh! I just spoke too soon! Maloney just dropped him, and he's wobbly. He's wobbly. I spoke too soon. Maloney landed something solid, and he's going to try to get the stoppage. He's going to close it. Yeah, good stoppage. Good stoppage. Good. Yep. Perfect night for Jason Maloney right there. So now, total, we have now had a total of 7 minutes of boxing from ESPN tonight. 7 minutes. We've had a total of 7 minutes of boxing. Maybe 8. Awesome. During the Discord, takes me in the comments, no videos. That's because we have it locked for verified members. If you literally look, it says free fight links. That was, hey, I'm okay with that stoppage. I'm okay with that stoppage. Not bad. So, you know, let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, right on the chin. That was solid. Yeah. I mean, it's also Maloney's home court, so what do you expect? You can't get knocked down twice like that. The other guy did 1A more anyways. The guy's sitting on the canvas shaking his head. So I'm okay with that stoppage. I honestly think Jake fights at 190 purely because he doesn't want to do too crazy of a weight cut. Weight cuts are hard, man. Yeah, now we're going to wait 45 minutes for probably main event. I don't think Jake really wants to do crazy weight cuts. I think he's happy, you know, doing what he's doing. Harry, how's it going, man? Well, Jason Maloney got the job done. Got the job done. I didn't expect him to drop him like that. But hey, landed those 2 shots. Nice place to win too for him. Nothing like winning in front of your home crowd. You know? Kambosos is warming up. Hands are wrapped. Doesn't have his gloves on yet. So in 2 hours total, we've had 7 minutes of boxing. Not bad. Surprised by the ref let Brown fight continue. Yeah, actually I was. I was actually surprised that they didn't stop the fight after Junior Fa got knocked down the first time. He was looking wobbly as hell. Luckily, he didn't take another massive shot. Been some time since I've, been to the stream, though. Yeah. Dude, I appreciate you being here, man. To be fair, Tall Kid, the one thing I don't have on YouTube is that you can't put in chat rules like you do on Twitch, so they don't get the same notification, which sucks. I wish I could, but they don't allow that. YouTube has a long way to go when it comes to their streaming services. So everyone's getting knocked out, dude. Broke. Exactly, man. They're sitting here like, what the fuck? They're like, dude, what are we going to do? We just had everyone just talk for 20 minutes straight. And then we showed some promo. And then they talked again for another 20 minutes. What are we going to do? We can't keep letting these people talk for this long. So, ask again and you get banned. Tug, what's going on, man? So terrible fights tonight so far. We've seen a total of 7 minutes of boxing from ESPN. That's it. Literally in 2 hours, we've had 7 minutes of total boxing. So now we're going back to Showtime because Showtime actually shows boxing. Tug, you missed it. They had boxers in the ring, literally fighting, and they were doing commentary. You don't have to buy a VPN. That's just an ad that pops up. So simple. Boys, I'm getting banned. Where's the link? You're not getting one. See, New York, NY Talk, dude. You've been a good guy. You've been in chat. You've been trying to communicate a little bit. Go check your whispers. He gets a link. He gets a link. You know why? Because he's actually been chatting a little bit. I'll give him a link. There you go. Check your whispers. You're good to go now. See how that works? See how that works? Showtime's ready to pop off for sure. You already show the fight. Stream the fight now. Which is always the funniest thing, is when people get so mad about that. So if you go up into where you see where your profile picture is, NY Talk, right next to it, just to the left of that icon, is your whispers. It should have a 1 next to it. So that's how it works. No, not verified. Verified takes a little longer than that. Has been stalking us or trying to get unbanned? I don't know, man. J-Sal, I banned the crap out of him. So I doubt it. Fulton right now, just trying to box a little bit, kind of move a little bit. So well, Tall Kid, after he said all that stuff to you, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna ban this guy. Call the rat the rat tail. Yeah, dude, that is the rat tail. Seven to 8 business days. I don't know what ESPN's doing at all. I thank God Showtime's at least showing boxing. Must be a Philly thing. I don't know what it's old school, man. Right now we have Roman versus Fulton right now. You know? Stream's okay, I found. It's a little laggy. Right now, Roman's being the aggressor. Fulton being a little bit more cautious. He's trying to stick and move a little bit more. Not really digging in yet. Uh-oh. I'm assuming they're pausing right now. Showtime's currently in Discord. Yes, it is. Yeah, King, absolutely. And I'll keep an eye out for ESPN. Once ESPN starts up for the main event, I'll pop back over. In Discord as well. Usually in Discord, I try to go back and forth a little bit if I can. Fulton round. Fulton didn't do a ton, but he at least landed some decent stuff. Roman looked a little bit like he was trying to rush it a little bit too much for his work. But Roman's putting on a ton of pressure. Which it's not a bad idea. Cleaner work, cleaner shots, yeah. See what happens in round 2. Good right hand right there from Fulton, and Roman's coming back. Fulton's doing a better job in terms of using his jab as well. This little body shot from Fulton. Roman is just relentless with this pressure. I have a feeling this is going to be kind of similar to what we see from Devin Haney and KAMBOSOS, actually. This is probably a similar type fight than what we're going to see from those guys. Fulton's jab is, I think he needs to double that jab up rather than throwing single jabs out right now. Good little feint there from Fulton too. Oh, Roman lands a good body shot. Fulton's just outboxing him right now. Little bit of a low blow right there from Roman. Tall kid. That's hilarious. You haven't used that YouTube account in a while, tall kid. Last minute of the second round. I'll switch platforms to make a joke. There's another multiverse of tall kids, dude. Jack, thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Fulton doing a good job here. Roman's not too bad. Still trying to go to the body. I like that body work from him. But Fulton is certainly landing the better shots. Doing cleaner work. Roman gets on the inside, starts going a little bit crazy. Here we go. Let's see if we can get the Devin Haney fight. The guys are warming up right now, but they don't have gloves on. Closer round, better round overall. Breeze, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Did it start? No, we still got some time. Their hands are wrapped, but their gloves aren't on. We're watching Showtime right now, but I am keeping an eye on what's going on with the Devin Haney fight. They've shown us extremely little boxing from ESPN tonight. So, because the fights have gone so short, I have a feeling we're going to get a little bit more filler from ESPN before we see main event. Ooh, good right hand right there from Fulton. Man, Roman, I hope he doesn't get too frustrated and get a little bit silly here. You know? Roman's doing a lot of work for very little payoff. I don't think he's going to have a problem going 12 rounds because he looks like he's in great shape, but man. Going to be a judging nightmare. Yeah, it will. That's a good take. Ooh, nice straight right hand right there from Fulton. Oh, another good right hand, but Roman goes to the body. Man, this would be a judging nightmare. I'm not surprised ESPN's just doing filler. Fastest hands in the last 2 decades. Gary Russell has some of the fastest hands I've ever seen. Linares actually back in his prime had extremely fast hands. Yeah, Zab Judah, very, very, very fast hands. Manny Pacquiao's always kind of been known for fast hands, but not the fastest hands, I would say. But generally fast hands. Spence, I think Spence has a quick delivery system, but I wouldn't put him as like super fast hands. Those are the guys that come to mind right off the top of my head. Was that, yeah, speed disadvantage? Or the same speed if you're generous to him against Judah, yeah. I think Zab Judah had really fast hands. But look, Linares, go watch some prime Linares fights. Dude, he had some like lightning fast hands. Benavidez has fast hands. Gary, actually, you know, I mean, Roy absolutely had fast hands. I mean, Ryan Garcia has fast hands. You know, I know people like to hate on Ryan, but he has some pretty fucking fast hands himself. You know who had actually really fast hands too? He's not from the last 2 decades though, but back in his prime had really fast hands too. Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard. Go look at there's a great video, I think it's from the Olympics, of Sugar Ray. And dude, fucking fast hands. Really fast hands. Fulton running too much? He's boxing him. It's not the most exciting event, that's for sure. So, Ryan Garcia has fast hands on Instagram. He has generally fast hands, but yeah, I mean, he obviously hypes it up on social media. All know about that, yeah. The true answer, I don't know if Bronson or Bjornsson. This ref keeps getting in the way. Yeah. This is not the greatest fight right now on Showtime, but hey, at least it's boxing. It's better than watching Joe Tessitore talk for fucking 45 minutes. 3-0. I have it the other way with Fulton. Roman's aggressive, but yeah, Sugar Ray back in the day had fast hands, man. I have a TikTok where I show some hand speed. Gary Russell's on it. Ryan Garcia show a little bit of him, but then I show this part from Sugar Ray Leonard from back in the day, and dude, you're like, damn, dude, he's giving this guy the works. Like, he probably hit him with like a 10 punch combination, and just was like brutalizing him. so lightning fast that his opponents could receive a text message. I mean, obviously Ali had fast hands too back in the day, but I'm not trying to go too far into it. He's just boxing him right now. Fulton's going to his strength, which is he's outboxing him. No need to stay in the pocket when you can literally... Oh, good 1-2 right down the pike. Ooh, that snapped back Roman's head. Now Roman's still aggressive. I like the aggression, but he's having issues landing solid stuff. Let's see if I can find it. Ali Fury. Oh, Ali all day, every day. That's an easy one for me. Craftiest fighters who were not as physically gifted with speed, power, reflexes, size, but had unmatched boxing knowledge and ring awareness. Augustus, the drunken master. Leon, what's going on, man? I'd probably pick Lennox Lewis. Lennox had really, really good, a really good jab. Let's see. Oh, Andre Ward is overrated in my humble opinion. I don't know about overrated. Maybe a little bit. He did get gifted. I mean, against Crusher, he definitely got a little bit of gifts there. I mean, there's a reason that a lot of people don't like Andre Ward back in the day. There was a lot of ball shots. So, I mean, the one thing that Andre Ward did really well, I mean, obviously, you know, the Crusher fight was huge. But he also, I mean, you know, he wasn't a household name, but then again, that weight class in general, light heavyweight isn't always the biggest weight class. The Froch fight was huge for him. So, Jay, what's going on? How long until KAMBOSOS fight starts? Probably 20 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised. People are saying maybe it's time. Let's see what's going on here really quick. Oh, it looks like we are going to get KAMBOSOS fight now. So, let's switch back to that in Discord. Hold on. Just switch back. Just switch back. Want to be the first to sub? Well, I don't have subs, but I appreciate that very much, man. Would Canelo put a rehydration clause in the rematch with Bivol? I would not doubt it at all. I would not doubt it at all. Now, if I'm Bivol, am I going to allow it? I don't know. Depends how much money. Here we go. Hasn't been doing DAZN lately. Yeah, he hasn't. This is like Shakur versus Valdez. Yeah, a little bit like that. Yeah, I switched back over to ESPN2 as well. I'm not surprised that if you would put a rehydration clause, though. I would not be surprised at all, though. What do you reckon the ring entrance will be like? Do you mean... Probably just, I mean... Devin Haney's gonna probably have a rapper come out with him. You know. Probably gonna have a rapper. I'm expecting KAMBOSOS to probably do some kind of, like, cliche song from his home country. You know. Stuff like that. The generic stuff. So, where are you from? I'm from the US. Correct, Leon. But if you look, Leon, right above it, literally above the verified, there's all the free fight links. Just go to that. So, I don't have a lot on him, actually, Wolf, to be fair. I stream sports, so I do boxing primarily. I do UFC as well. And I play games occasionally. I am not the greatest gamer. So, I definitely, I definitely like to play some games, though. Who's going to win? I'm assuming Devin Haney if it turns into a solid boxing match. Leon, go check your whispers. Did I see you trying out Elden Ring? Yes. I'm about, yeah, DMX. Told you it was going to be something like that. So I have about 60 hours in Elden Ring right now with a Dex Samurai build. And so I was trying out Astrologer yesterday. And yeah, dude, that's like cheating. Compared to like Samurai, it's literally like cheating. It's crazy. I can't stream the main event. We have Discord with links in it if you need it. You know? I did a samurai build with dexterity, a dexterity focus. And then I did an astrologer last night to try out magic, and it was like stupid easy. I was literally just like one-shotting everything. Drunken. Check your whispers really quick. See if that helps. It's usually my go-to. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I want to pee really quick before this fight. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, he does. This is a long walkout. Oh, Tall Kid, I have seen this guy fight before. I've seen him on undercards. He hasn't fought anybody of nobody's. I mean, 21, 6'4". That's a big kid. Big kid. Looks like he was fighting at 168 pounds. That's a big boy. That's a big boy. That's interesting. That's an interesting fight right there. I'm curious about him now. I have seen him. I haven't seen him in a while, though. I saw him on, I can't remember whose undercard, though. So. Warzone, what's going on, man? How you doing? Dude, Virgil Ortiz is one of my favorites to watch. Love watching Virgil Ortiz. He's one of my favorite contenders right now. He's so good. Wolf, thank you for giving us updates, by the way. Jay, thanks for the follow. Fern, thanks for the follow. So. I have a signed t-shirt from him since I went to school with his mom. That's super cool. Finally, we are finally getting Devin Haney to walk to the ring. Holy crap, that was a long... Interesting walkout gear from Devin Haney. It looks like an art piece made in high school, maybe. This whole, like, splattered paint thing, kind of different. It's unique. Yeah, nearly finished the song. This will make KAMBOSOS cut even more weight. That's true, man. So, are you looking for Instagram? I do have an Instagram if you want it. What's your verdict on this fight, bro? I'm predicting Devin Haney wins by cards. That's my general prediction. His jab's really good. He's good at controlling distance. KAMBOSOS, though, could make this fun. It's my general take. If it's gonna be a boxing match, Devin Haney, that leans towards Devin Haney. If it turns into a fight, KAMBOSOS could really rile this up. So, live streams purely for verified members, but we literally have free fight links in the chat. So, just use the free fight links we have in Discord. Easy? I don't know about easy. Depends. It really depends. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Would you ever be in the position to sit ringside with the press? I would love that. Probably not. I'm not that popular. I don't even have 1,000 followers on YouTube. So, probably not. But that would be super cool. I've done a few, I just added you, Leon. So the request is already in your box. It's just Glove Talk, basically, is my Insta name. I think it's glove.talk. So I would love that, man. Calling it followers on YouTube. Yeah, it's subs. I know. But, you know, there's a reason that I could have been an affiliate on Twitch forever ago. I've never done it. Because then you guys have to watch ads and all this other crap. Oh, is this a picture with Mayweather versus Canelo? Damn, dude. You got Abner Mirez and everything like that? Does it take a bit to become an affiliate? So to become an affiliate, you have to average. I think the road to affiliate is technically you have to stream a certain amount of hours. You have to have an average of, I think, 3 viewers. And I can't remember what the other tasks are. I got that like I don't know, 2 months into streaming or something like that. Problem is that if I sign the affiliate contract, I can't dual stream. So I can't have Twitch and YouTube. As you see, like I have both are getting the same stream. So I can't do that. On top of that, you guys would have to watch ads. So like, for instance, Drunken Gamer tonight, like you just found the channel, popped on, you would have to watch possibly a 2-minute ad before seeing my actual stream. And if you don't know me, you're probably like, yeah, there's no reason I want to wait to watch 2 minutes of an ad of a dude I don't know anything about. Oscar De La Hoya was our spokesperson for our company I work for. That's awesome, dude. So, yeah. You get a revenue from these ads? Yeah, of course I would get paid for them. Yeah, I would make money off of them. But I rather have more people join the stream and enjoy the fights than make like you don't make that much money off of Twitch unless you get like a lot of people like giving you bits. Bits is how you probably make the most money. I do have a way to tip if you want, but I never asked for that. I'd probably make the same amount of money that I make from TikTok, which is not much. Yeah, bits are 100% go straight to the streamer, which is great. But you'd also know what goes straight to the streamer as well? PayPal does. So that's why I do that instead. I do Stream Elements tips rather than that. Who you got? I got probably Haney winning by judges' scorecards. I still can't get over what Devin Haney's wearing, man. Yeah, PayPal is way better. It's the new cash. I use PayPal for everything. Does it take 6 weeks to walk to the ring? It takes forever to walk to the ring. The other thing too with Twitch for payouts, you have to have a minimum of $100 for them to pay you out. It takes a while. So it takes a while to get $100 just through regular Twitch. Somebody's O's got to go. Hell yeah, baby. Devin Haney's not married from what I understand. From what I understand, I don't even think Devin Haney has a girlfriend. Is streaming on YouTube quite similar? Different. It's totally different. So for YouTube to become, so there's the next level above affiliate for Twitch's partner. And partner, I would need 75 average viewers, which is really hard to do. And then you get like a way better ratio, everything else like that. YouTube, you need 1,000 subscribers and you need like 4,000 hours of watch time, which is really hard to do. Or it's like 4,000, is it? Yeah, 4,000 hours. So it's really tough. It's really tough. Oh, he is dating someone. I had no idea who Devin Haney was dating. I didn't know if he was because I haven't seen anything on social media. Dude, yeah, OnlyFans, absolutely. A lot of streamers buy boys for a month. Oh, really? I didn't know that. She's an Instagram model, basically. She's one of those girls. Interesting. Oh, they buy bots. Absolutely, they buy bots. People do that on Twitch. They do that on a lot of social media platforms just to get that like level up. But who cares, man? I have a nice job. My job's gonna pay me more than I'll ever make from doing any of this stuff. That's the point. Like, this is just a hobby. Into Love, I've never heard of. Oh, I can see why Devin Haney likes her. Got it. Yeah. India Love. Okay, not India Love. Got it. India Love. Got it. What time does it start? We're literally watching it right now. They just did ring walk and everything. Obey, thanks for the follow. I bet Michael Buffer walks around in his house eating cheese and crackers with wine. Fancy A. Dude, I bet you Michael Buffer, I wonder how much he makes for every time he does a ring a thing. Cambo is, yeah, dude. George is going to be very hungry in this fight. Okay, here we go. If I have to ignore chat a little bit, I'm sorry, boys, but you know how it is. Let's see. Kambosos versus Haney. George is like ready to rock and roll. Can't show the screen, I'll get banned. That's why we have Discord. I will be calling out the fight. Immediately, right now, they both went to the center of the ring. No punches really yet. They're both undefeated, yes. Nice little jab right there from Haney. George is being very composed, though. Kambosos is very composed right now. Taking his time, not rushing it. Haney using that jab. He's not sitting on that jab, trying to hit him too hard, but he's definitely probing with it. George is waiting, being patient. Thought he was going to bring maybe a little bit more pressure, but he's doing a good job right now. I actually kind of like that Kambosos isn't trying to rush it too much. Haney's doing really good job right now with the jab. Kambosos is probably looking for that straight right. Haney controlling distance right now, feinting. Little feint with his foot right there. Nice work. Trying to be a little bit less predictable. Oh, nice jab right there from Haney. Another good right hand. Kambosos ties him up. George is waiting to predict one of those jabs and then comes straight right down the middle. Another nice jab from Haney. Haney yet again, and then Kambosos tries to swing and immediately gets tied up. Haney is such a... Dude, his jab's phenomenal. Haney has probably one of the best jabs in the weight class. Generally speaking. Haney's doing a good job of immediately jabbing and then getting out of the way. Kambosos tries to come back, hits some pads. Oh, does land a little bit. Looks like he landed a left on Haney. Tried to come in with a straight right hand. Didn't quite land that, it looked like. But Kambosos is trying to find his pockets. Crowd's certainly going to be excited anytime Kambosos lands anything, whether it's on the gloves or not. Devin Haney goes to the body with a nice jab. Kind of a weak right hand from Haney. Kambosos goes to the body lightly. They tie up. Nice jab from Haney. Oh my God, there's a fucking ad in the middle of the fucking fight of the round. What the fuck, ESPN? Dude! ESPN, get your goddamn shit together. Browns Nation, what's going on, man? Holy shit. Oh, man. Now I know why you hate ads. Yeah, dude. Imagine you're watching the fight with me right now on Twitch, and then boom, an ad hits you right now in the middle of me talking about the fight. What the actual fuck? Yeah, it came on in the middle of the round. Okay, now we're at round 2. Luckily, nothing happened. ESPN dropped the ball tonight. I lost... The little bit of respect I had for ESPN is gone. Kambosos landed 8. Haney landed 5. Oh. Yeah, I got an ad as well. Kambosos being a little bit more aggressive to start this round. Yeah, Haney's doing pretty well right now. No, dude, they're hating this referee. That's what it said. It said that Haney only had 5 landed punches. I could have read that wrong, but. Oh, yeah, home field advantage. Yeah, Kambosos has been hitting gloves pretty much all night so far. Especially with that lead hand from Kambosos so low, it's gonna leave him open for jabs. Oh, he just landed a good shot. Kambosos landed a good right hand and countered Haney. Haney didn't like that. Oh boy. Haney's trying to respond. The biggest shot so far of the night comes from George Kambosos. He definitely just did a little chin check on Haney. Oh yeah, he touched Haney that time. Haney's got to be careful. That was a good shot. Good shot. Kambosos is a little bit better in this round. He's a little bit more aggressive. If Haney doesn't kick it up just a little bit, he might end up giving this round away, especially considering it's not in his home court advantage. Haney's still just using that jab. Yeah, they kept him waiting, and then they throw an ad in the middle of the fucking first round. Nice jab. Nice jab from Haney. You could tell Kambosos is being patient. He's waiting for that right hand. He's waiting for Devin to throw that jab and then come in with the right hand. Yeah, Haney is not liking this pressure, that's for sure. Kambosos is just tying up Haney anytime they get in close. Not a bad tactic to try to frustrate Devin Haney. No stream for Fox Sports Australia. No idea about Fox Sports Australia. That right there, I think that might be a Kambosos round. That was a really decent round. Good round for him overall. He landed some big shots. Maybe 1-1. I could see it if you got the early part of the round, especially for Haney's jab. Dude, Haney has a fantastic 5 o'clock, by the way. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, he has a great jab. He has a really, really good jab. 10-9 round. For sure. 1-1. That's a fair take. Yeah, that's a tough round to call. That's a really tough round to call. I think Kambosos landed some of the bigger shots. I think Haney had his jab working and might have outlanded him slightly. But better round for Kambosos. I did not expect to see Kambosos be so patient. I thought that George was going to come out and be more aggressive and try to push the pace a little bit more. But he's actually doing a really good job of countering right now. Really quick to, add after the bell this time. Dude. Great fight. Yeah, I agree, man. Solid fight. Right now, if Haney can continue to have that distance control, he can continue to kind of dominate in terms of the making sure that George can't land what he wants. The problem is George is finding good counter punching right now. And I don't see Kambosos slowing down with pressure or getting too frustrated. He's doing a good job. Gillies, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Classic Haney leaving himself open. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it happens. We've seen him get caught before. Yeah, anytime inside's not a good place for him. But also, credit to Kambosos, he's timing things well. Couple shots right there to the body from Kambosos. Haney uses try to use his reflexes most. Oh, good right hand right there from Haney. Ooh, good punches right there from Haney. Good right hand. Kambosos, though, still landing a few shots. Here we go. Nice exchange, yeah. The jab of Haney's maybe giving him a little bit of a advantage right now this round, but very, very close round overall. Oh, Haney with a nice right hand. Haney got a little bit aggressive there. Haven't seen him do that for a while. Yeah, he's got 4 inches. That's a lot. That's a lot for sure. Height-wise, Haney isn't that much taller than George, but yeah, that reach advantage is huge. Haney feeling pretty comfortable this round. I do think that Haney's going to the body a little bit, which I like. Nice jab right there. Haney's throwing a little bit more punches and bunches, which is good. Oh, George Kambosos got a little greedy with that lead left hook. Misses Haney big time. He's trying to land something big. Haney's feeling pretty good. That was a good slip. That was a really nice slip. Oh, nice straight. He feinted and made George Kambosos rush in, and he landed a beautiful jab on him. Nice round for Devin Haney. Had a nice reaction there. He figured that round out pretty well. I don't know about got it, but he's certainly feeling pretty good. Good round for Devin Haney. He needed that, by the way. He needed that. After that last round, he definitely needed that. So, solid round. I think George right now is sticking to his game plan. He is not going to change it up too much yet. But we don't know the state of Devin Haney's chin overall. He could get hit with something big, and it could change this fight, like we saw with the Linares fight. So, Haney right now jabbing. I like that he's going to the body, switching it up. Good head movement from Haney. Kambosos is getting real aggressive when he can. A couple body shots from Kambosos, then big swing and the miss upstairs. Devin Haney doing some nice jabbing. Even Kambosos comes back with a few jabs, but he's not really able to touch Haney because of that reach advantage. Haney doing a nice job of feinting. The one thing that Haney does that's going to hurt him possibly, if Kambosos can actually time it, is he jabs and then he rolls to the right every single time. If Kambosos throws a nice lead shot and hits him with that lead hook while he's rolling, it could hurt him. So that's the only thing I'm seeing a little bit. Yeah, dude. If you go to if you just go to the links we got, you're all set. You know? Where to next for the winner of this, you reckon? Probably a lot of talk of Loma. A lot of talk of Loma. I love that personally. But that's probably my best guess. Whoever wins gets. If it's a really controversial fight, they might do a rematch. If there's enough appetite for it, but I doubt it. It could happen though. Nice right hand from Devin Haney. Then he shoots a short lead hook. Kambosos is just not able to pin down Devin Haney. Devin Haney sticking and moving right now. This is what I anticipated. If this is just a boxing match, Devin Haney wins. if George Kambosos can make it messy and make it a fight, Kambosos can do a little bit better because he can hit Haney when Haney's off guard, shifting weight, trying to move, all those little things. No, Kambosos beat, you're thinking of Teofimo Lopez. Bab, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. That's a Devin Haney round, man. That's a good Devin Haney round. So right now I have it currently 3-1. I think that's pretty fair. Some people are gonna say maybe 4-0, but I think you can give Kambosos one round. John, just in time. Yeah, he's got to land something big, but he's also just got to get a little bit better pressure, man. Little bit better pressure. 3-1 Haney. I think that's a pretty fair take. Look, if you have 4-0, I can get that because that second round was super hard to judge. I don't speak Spanish. Yo voy por Haney. I don't know what to tell you, man. No, yeah, sorry. 2-2. No, you cannot be added to the Discord because it's for verified members. That's why we literally have the free links in Discord. That's how it works. Oh, good shot. Lead hook from Devin Haney. 3-1 Haney. Agree with that. Yes, they did let him re-weigh in, and he did make weight. Kambosos is having a hard time. Dude, don't say they don't work, because I use them every single week. I literally use all those links every week, and they all work. So, I don't know what to tell you. Kambosos not able to land anything. Haney's doing a good job wrapping up on the inside. He knows he doesn't want to get hit with something he doesn't like. If the crowd has been silent, that's a good point, B3. That's a great point. It has been a quiet crowd for sure. Kambosos goes in with the jab, goes with the body. Haney wraps him up. Cambo's just getting a little bit. Oh, Kambo with a couple shots. Doesn't land anything serious, but still, nice little flurry from George. That jab of Haney's just a problem, man. George knows he needs to try to... Yeah, Kambosos is starting to get frustrated. But, hey, anything can happen. Anything can happen. We're only in round 5. Because the other question is, if Devin Haney gets in kind of that cruising mode where he mentally lets his guard down a little bit and makes a mistake, something could happen. Kambosos is still a live dog in this fight. You know? George's going to start, play catch up and start fighting wild, that's for sure. You're going to see the aggression come out a little bit more probably after the next couple rounds from Kambosos even more so. Kambosos with a nice right hand, but doesn't land. Haney kind of rolls with it. Is Lomachenko in this weight class? Yes, he is. I wouldn't bet this fight is going to go the distance. I think it will. Haney's connecting pretty well, but he's not known for being a power puncher. But then again, I mean, he's landing some really good shots. It could happen. I mean, late round, it could absolutely happen where Haney gets a stoppage, possibly. More than once, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Haney's been hit one good time. Could they fight Davis? Absolutely, they could. Tank Davis, generally speaking, is sticking around lightweight now. He used to, he'll sometimes play with 130, and he did briefly go to 140, but 140 is too big. You got to remember, Tank Davis is 5'5", 5'6" on a good day. So, you gave it 4-1. Not bad. You know? I think Kambosos will be outboxed, man. I think this is what's happening. Anyone in chat lost 12 pounds in 2 days on purpose? Yeah, not on purpose. That's for damn sure. Thunder, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Devin Haney with a straight right hand. Kambosos right now eating some shots. Couple jabs from Haney. Kambosos is trying to find a way to land something. Haney's just a little bit too elusive right now. Neither guy wants to do any inside fighting, though. They're both tying each other up. Good little body work from Kambosos. Getting dropped out of desperation. It could happen, man. You know? Yeah, there is a slight welt under the right eye of Kambosos right now. It's got a little mouse right there. Nothing serious, though. Nothing too serious. No cuts or anything like that. Kambosos is trying to find a way around that jab. It's just frustrating him a little bit right now. Oh, Kambosos with a little body work. He's trying to walk down Haney a little bit more. He's trying to cut off the ring. Oh, good lead left hand from Kambosos. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. First good shot in a couple rounds from Kambosos. This is a better round. This is a better round from Kambosos overall. I think Haney's probably leading on actual punches, but Kambosos is doing better this round. So, good shot from George. He might squeak out this round. There's 40 seconds left. I think Haney's probably landed slightly more punches, but Kambosos is doing better this round. He's starting to push the pressure a little bit more. I stream all weight divisions, yeah. I stream all weight divisions. Not a big fan of Tim Bradley. Only calls out Haney's punches. Yeah, they know he is a definite fanboy of his network for sure. Little bit low. That could have been a Kambosos round. Could have been a Kambosos round. Definitely a better round for Kambosos. So, 4-2, yeah, tall kid. I'd probably go I think maybe 5-1, 4-2. Either one's fair. Haney's still winning, but Damian Lillard, why? Because he's the only one that's famous there that they actually can highlight. That's why. So, that second round and that round was by far his best. Coke and pizza. I love that handle, man. 4-2, but close round. Yeah, I agree with that. So, yeah, that's not like you definitely want to just continue to dominate if you're Devin Haney in terms of easily winning rounds. But this is George is kicking it up a notch right now. So Ooh. George Kambosos is starting to kind of get a little bit more desperate, get a little bit more active, a little bit more pressure. Couple lead hooks there from Kambosos. Nothing too crazy. Missed his good liver shot in round 5. Yeah. I'm trying to do a lot at once. But yeah, Kambosos has done pretty well so far. He's doing better. I'll say this. Kambosos is doing better than Linares was. Okay, 1-2 from Haney. Kambosos is really kind of trying to use that lead left now. Kambosos, I have to give the guy credit. He's not really drastically trying to change his game plan. Right now, nice jab from Haney. Spins him. Doesn't have a lot of, it's really hard for him, but that aggression's starting to help him out a little bit. He's able to get a little bit, he can't get close range, but he can get a little bit more in that middle range, which is just enough to touch Haney a little bit more. Little bit more scrap there. They kind of sloppiness. They kind of end up just hugging. So Devin Haney's jab right now, man. I try to do a little bit with the chat at least. Nice little double up jab from Haney. Kambosos. Nice little body shot, a little right to the body from Kambosos. Kambosos is putting himself out there a little bit more. So in the UK, they just showed us the commentary scorecards, and they have it 6-0, both a 10-10 and the first round. Interesting. 1-2 from Haney. Kambosos eats it, tries to dive in a little bit. He lunges a little bit. Kambosos has a definite tendency to lunge. I would say that's probably a Haney round. Kambosos, though, these rounds are getting a little bit closer. There's a little bit of swelling under both eyes from Kambosos, but in particular, the right eye of Kambosos, where they're working on it now, looks to have a little bit more added swelling compared to his left eye. Devin Haney has a little welt going on with his right eye, probably from eating left hooks. By the way, guys, if you're new here, man, I really appreciate you guys stopping by and having a good time, man. Hopefully you guys are having a good time watching the fight, hanging out. I really appreciate it. So, George is doing a lot of work. George is having to do probably even more work. Old man Dubs, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Haney tries to lead with the left jab. Yeah, I think he'll go to the judges as well. Good double jab now, man. Good double jab. Now Haney's doubling up that jab. Trying to catch Kambosos a little bit more lunging in. Oh, no problem, dude. Kambosos, is having a little bit more trouble this round so far. Haney's doubling up that jab and able to work off of the different angles that he can create because Kambosos can't close in that distance. This is a better round from Haney so far. We're only a minute in. Kambosos' aggression from those last couple rounds, he's a little bit less spry this round. George has awkward timing and defense. Yeah, he does. Kambosos is starting to give a little bit more of a high guard at certain moments. Especially now getting hit with double jabs. Man, Kambosos tries to go in for a big right swing and a miss, man. Definitely, I think, yeah, Haney's feeling pretty good right now. Good jab, tries to go in with the right hand, misses, comes back with Kambosos with several hooks, just can't land that right hand. Kambosos wants that right hand so bad. Haney with another lead jab. Kambosos goes to the body with a left hook. Haney, yet again, hits him with a jab and snaps Kambosos' neck back, man. Which is really good. Looks really good to the judges. That, yeah. Yeah, their reach advantage is definitely showing. Height advantage isn't really there. It's not a huge height advantage. I think it's like about a 1 inch, 1.5 inch. But that 4-inch reach advantage is huge. Good right hand there from Haney. Ducks, moves, gets out of the way. Kambosos with a nice jab, actually. Haney does have a tendency, Mini, to like focus on using head movement and trying to use his reflexes a little bit too much sometimes. It works, especially when he's spry enough, but it's only working right now because Kambosos is getting frustrated. He is trying to go to war with Haney. Haney's like, nah, nah, nah. I'm able to just jab my way to an easy win. Ma'am, dodging war with jabs. Don't always sit. Especially if it's not home court advantage. I would say right now, I would say that right now Devin Haney has a good lead right now. Kambosos is just, he landed almost nothing that last round that was significant. So, nice upstairs jab and then downstairs to the body from Haney. Ooh, caught him with a little shovel uppercut right there from Haney. This is not the distance at all, man. Oh, good 1-2 from Haney. Clean shots. Kambosos lands a right hand. Good right hand from Haney, then he quickly grabs him. Yeah, I think Haney's gonna win if he continues to do this. But we're in round 9. This is where he could get a little too comfortable. Kambosos is trying to swarm him, goes to the body, pushes down Haney. Nothing big there. Crowd's getting a little upset. George is clearly, yeah, he clearly tripped. George is starting to try to get a little bit more aggressive. He's just trying different stuff. Kambosos quickly switched to southpaw for a second, then went right back to orthodox. I don't know why. Kambosos is swinging wildly. Yeah, I know. The crowd's very much a pro-George crowd, as you would imagine. Oh, Haney just lighting him up, 1s and 2s. Kambosos is starting to really, I mean, oh, nice lead left right there from Haney. Kambosos has slowed down, man. Devin Haney is using his footwork and angles to definitely dominate, man. Kambosos lands a right hand, kind of sloppy on the neck of Haney. Haney's looking really good in terms of his gas tank. He doesn't look too tired. Oh, Haney's just pot-shotting right now. Oh, just hitting George with just clean jabs. Haney's corner talking about him. Oh, yeah. Kambosos' corner is yelling at him. Yeah, for sure. You could tell Haney feels very comfortable right now. Very comfortable. Very few shots landed from Kambosos this round. And it looks like Kambosos is trying to use a little bit more head movement, but he lunges in, and Haney's starting to time him a little bit better. Kambosos awkwardly goes to southpaw for no reason for 2 seconds, and that's the end of that round. That is a clear Devin Haney round. If you're a Kambosos fan, you got to be very worried right now. You got to be very worried right now. That I would say I could give Kambosos probably probably 2 rounds if you want to be generous, maybe 3. So that was a really clear round for Devin Haney. I think part of it, man. Yeah, come and take it, exactly. This is starting to get a little bit lopsided right now for Devin Haney. He's doing a good job. It's good moving. Yeah, just enough to take the steam off Kambosos' punch. Absolutely. That's a good take. Yeah, they're highlighting a trip. You know? I'm telling you right now, if this continues like this is going to be easy. He's going to make it easy for the judges. I have a feeling this crowd's not too happy right now, considering how quiet they are. First 4 rounds, the judges... Yeah, I know. Canelo also gets a little bit of that. Little fan favor, for sure. Haney doing a nice job just controlling distance. Oh, nice. See, right now, Devin Haney's using his jab, but he's also throwing this now lead left hook, where he makes it look like it's going to be a jab, and then he hits him actually with the hook. And that's starting to take a little bit of effect on Kambosos, because now he's trying to judge not only the feints, not only the jab, but also now this lead hook that Haney's landing pretty well. So Haney's doing a nice job. He's keeping it simple. He's not trying to change too much. Kambosos lands a few body shots, nothing too serious. Haney with a nice jab. No, there it is again. Haney with that left hook. Every time he thinks that Kambosos is expecting that jab, he's starting to throw that hook and mix it in. Really solid jabs right now from Haney. Good job from him. Good game planning. Yeah, he's neutralizing Kambosos' attack, definitely. It'll get harder for the judges to give Kambo a draw for sure. It's getting harder and harder because Kambosos is starting to get dirty now. Kambosos is starting to get a little dirty. High on turbo force. Yeah, he has nothing for that lead hook, especially considering Kambosos usually has his lead hand down so much. That right there is frustration. Last of Us, that was frustration right there from Kambosos. Good 1-2 from Haney. Yet again, another jab. He's now catching Kambosos coming and going with that jab. 31 seconds left. Nice jab again, man. This, dude, if you're sitting there getting jabbed like that, man, it's got to be frustrating as fuck. Haney, nice job moving out of the way of that uppercut from Kambosos. This is a masterclass right now. This is starting to get a little bit lopsided. I think Kambosos is really got to try to do something at this point. 8-2, yeah. This wine is kicking in. Dude, I just don't know what Kambosos can do different, man. Kambosos is also looking a little bit more gassed than Haney. Yeah. Joey, I can never tell if you're just trolling or what you're doing, man. I know it's got to be in all caps, but I can't tell if you're trolling or not. 7-3. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Six, 4. Kambosos trying to be aggressive. This round so far, Kambosos doing a little bit better movement. Haney just hitting him with those jabs, though, man. Super clean jab from Haney. Nice little double up. Oh, he just caught him again. Haney catches Kamboa going in, and he catches him right there, man. Oh yeah, I mean he's gonna get some favoritism for sure from the judges, Australian judges for sure. I mean Wolf, yeah, of course. Yet again, nice little jab. Every time, it's a little bit of jab and grab right now from Haney. A little bit of jab and grab from Haney right now. But it's working, and it's frustrating the fuck out of Kambosos. Nice little jab there from Haney. Again, another jab from Haney. He's cruising right now. He's got to be careful, though. Can't make stupid mistakes. You cannot make stupid mistakes. Chris Mix probably has a 10-0. They're getting a little cute in there right now. Right now, Kambosos is just getting lit up with just jabs. This is kind of how I anticipated it going. Every time Kambosos comes in, it's a sloppy hook that's just him off balance. It's just not working for him right now. Oh, another big hook from Devin Haney, man. Like I said, if Devin Haney controls it, and it's a boxing match, it's hard to beat Devin Haney when he's on like this. That jab is phenomenal. Right hand from Haney. Oh, another hook again. Every time Devin Haney hits him with a few good jabs, comes in with that hook, man. It's a really, because with the feints and everything and the movement, Kambosos right now is exhausted. It's round 11. He's just getting hit with shots. He just can't get where he wants to be. Devin Haney. Oh, Devin Haney gives him a little bit of cuteness with the tongue. No, he's not going to win by KO. I didn't think he would win by KO. I thought it'd go the distance. But I'll tell you what. Like, just put yourself in Kambosos' shoes, right? He's jabbing your face off. And every time, it doesn't matter if you're coming in, if you're leaving the situation, the angles, everything like that, man. Oh, that's okay. That's fine, dude. I get it wrong all the time. Kambosos is not looking like a champ. I think the thing is with Kambosos is just, this is a, you know, they talk about styles make fights. This is a classic case where the style of Kambosos is not good for someone like Devin Haney. Tio has a decent jab himself. He has a decent jab himself, but not to the level of Devin Haney. And I also think Tio went into the Kambosos fight expecting to steamroll Kambosos. Devin Haney went in with a lot more respect. You can tell Devin Haney took Kambosos a lot more serious than Lopez did. Lopez is like, oh, I got this guy. This is easy. So now it's in Devin Haney's hands as long as he fights smart. You know? Okay. There we go. There you go, Wolf. You don't have to read that anymore. A lot of us underestimated KAMBOSOS. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. KAMBOSOS will improve in the future. Yeah, he's a good prospect, but Haney's just schooled them right now. Absolutely. I want some controversy draw, dude. That would be wild. But Haney made him look average. He did. He did, because KAMBOSOS just cannot make this a fight that's easy for him. So. Oh, Wolf, he's gone. Don't worry about it. It's just, I can't deal with the all caps. All caps yelling and just being nonsensical. You're just trolling at that point. I don't have time for that. I've asked you not to do it, and he does it over and over again. So it's just like, see you later, man. KAMBOSOS is super frustrated and has 30 seconds to do something big. Otherwise, this is an easy Haney win. Yeah, barely a mark on Haney. Haney has a little bit of swelling under the right eye, but not much, man. Haney could go another... Dude, Haney's in very good shape. Haney yet again just lands a jab and grabs him. KAMBOSOS knows it's over. There goes your belts, going back to the U.S., man. Great performance. Look, you're going to hear some people say that Devin Haney, you know, is a pussy and that he shouldn't, like, whatever. You know, you're going to hear a lot of hate probably, and people talking about, like, pillow fists and Devin Haney, you know, this was a boring fight. That's for casuals. Casuals could say that stuff all they want. You know, they can get pissy about it and stuff like that. This was a clear clinic of just why a jab is so important. It was a clear win. But we'll see how the judges... Don't worry, the judges are going to make it closer than it actually was. I don't think Tank beats Haney if Haney boxes like this. That said, 407, Broke. The one thing I will say is Tank has the biggest X factor. He's got that get out of fucking jail free card with that power. And that's the difference. So if Tank hits anyone, clean, it's over. It's over. I don't know if I'd call that running or just really, really, really good boxing, man. So. That was a clear win. Look, KAMBOSOS is a tough-nosed fighter. And I did not expect him to go in there and just give it up. But this is for sure a case where this is why Devin Haney's a problem, man. And you know what? I bet KAMBOSOS is going to be like a class act afterwards. People say the same thing about Shakur Stevenson, that Shakur Stevenson's boring and everything like that. I get it. I get it. Kangaroo court? I haven't heard that term in forever. Like I said, easy. Yeah, easier than I expected. He did better than I expected. I thought Kambosos would give him a little bit more trouble. I bet you they're going to give Kambosos maybe 4 rounds, maybe 5. No, they'll give him 4. It's home court. They'll give him 4. They'll probably give him 4. Put 250 on Haney. All up on Munguia next. There you go. Give him 3. Yeah. I bet Kambosos gets 4 rounds. So. Yeah. Shakur Stevenson versus Haney. It would be a chess match. If Shakur Stevenson went up against Devin Haney, it would be a fucking really hard one to call. I might lean to Shakur Stevenson. He has better defense. Okay, scorecards. Here we go. $116, $112. Ooh, $118, $110. Easy win. Devin Haney. George isn't happy about this. Well, Devin Haney is now the unanimous undefeated, undisputed champion. So, 116, 112. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll say this. I've like many people were critical of Devin Haney when Haney's side and Kambosos' fight side are getting into it. Solomon's actually, yeah, that's Solomon. That's the WBC champ, commissioner, basically, getting in the middle of it. Art of deception, am I right? Look, props to Devin Haney. He did a good job. A lot of people have called him a paper champ. A lot of people have said email champ. So props to him. He legit won that belt. All the belts. Acting like more. Yeah, they're not exactly the most sportsmanlike right now. That's for sure. Definitely not looking good. I mean, it's just quality boxing from Devin Haney. No reason to give Kambosos a shot if you don't have to. If you could just sit there and jab his face off, Look, that's what Klitschko did for years. And he was almost undisputed for he won for basically 8 years nonstop. No one could touch him until Tyson Fury came along. So, how would you see George Kambosos versus Lopez rematch? It would be interesting. I think Lopez would do better than he did. I think it'd be way more interesting. So, I think the first time, like I said, he was a little bit caught off guard. I think he'd do a lot better game planning. He certainly would try to emulate a little bit more of stick and move tactics. See, that's interesting. George versus Garcia, that's interesting. That's interesting. I might pick Kambosos might take that one, man. Ryan Garcia can get hit. Although he's pretty good size. Haney won, yeah. So, Kambosos is going to be the Gabe Rosado of the division. Interesting. Flaming Delta, what's going on, man? Haney is good. Haney's a solid boxer, man. And he showed it tonight. I mean, solid boxer all the way around. Mikey Garcia. No, I'm guessing he's talking about Ryan Garcia. Wait. I did not know Devin Haney was Muslim. It's the first time I've heard him. I never knew that. Interesting. I am really glad that Bill Haney can be there for Devin now that Devin won. I actually am really glad that Bill Haney can be there with his son. Just like, you know, them having a moment together. Yeah, I've never heard him say that after a fight before, which is I don't have a problem with that. I don't care. Yeah, I have to agree with Haney. He did have a solid, smart fight. You know, I'm glad the COVID restrictions are not too strict now. Dude, I actually thought the same thing. When they first initially said this was going to be in Australia, I was like, how? How are you going to do it? Like, Australia was super strict for a long time. But, you know, like I said, I don't care what religion people are, as long as they're, you know, cool about it. That's awesome. I'm glad the Australians, man, got put through the ringer when it came to COVID. It's tough. Islands especially get hit really hard with that stuff because it's like you could kind of control it a little bit more, kind of in and out. But yeah, that was rough for a little while. I was like, I don't know how you're going to be able to have this here, which I'm glad they were. I'm glad that, you know, they saved a crap load of lives. Yeah, took out the death rate in the U.S. versus their death rate. Interesting. U.S. also has some a little bit more porous borders to speak of as well. Mind you, little bit larger, a lot more travel. States have a little bit more independence. But regardless, I'm glad that it could happen here in Australia. It's cool that Australia got to actually have a big event like this. They don't often get huge mega fights like this. I don't know if this is mega fight, but like a big fight like this. So that was really cool. Yeah, no more franchise belt, which is nice. No more of that kind of BS. Oh, King, dude. King, thanks for being here. 5:30 a.m. God, UK boxing fans. That's rough, man. So, hey, Kambosos is being classy as fuck right now. Good props to him. I know he talked a lot before the fight, but you know, that's selling the fight. Oh, Kambosos wants a rematch. I don't know if you're going to get the rematch. 116, 112 was too close. It's home field. What do you expect? They're going to give it a little bit more. That's okay. As long as the result, I don't really get too hung up on scorecards as long as the right result happens. As long as the right fighter wins, I don't really care too much. He has a rematch clause, I'm pretty sure. If he does. Oh, they just brought it up. Yeah, win is a win. Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. I learned that from Fast and the Furious. Kambosos versus Rolly. Dude, Kambosos would eat him alive. I thought the announcer just said there was a rematch clause. Am I wrong? You know? Am I wrong? 5:32 a.m. Diego, man. The best boxing. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you had a fun night tonight watching the fights with us. Yeah, I'm not super interested in the rematch. There is, but we don't need it. I know. KAMBOSOS is kind of getting in there. 11:33 p.m. here. Yeah, same. Time to make their very original Loma Matrix Reloaded joke. Yes. Man, New York, the day just started. 2:30 p.m. Damn. Yeah, New York's crazy, man. Clauses, yeah, I mean, yeah, yes and no. You can enforce a rematch clause a little bit more. Hence Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury 3. We'll see who knows what happens though, right? Because the thing is, you have to sign it. You have to basically agree to it within, I think, like 30 days of the fight. Look at this. A lot of nice little respect there from KAMBOSOS. Oh, John, awesome having you here, man. Oh, Mark Kriegel. Oh, man, Mark Kriegel just gave it to KAMBOSOS. It wasn't a close fight. Oh my God. Oh no, man. I don't need to see a rematch of this. Look, I get it. I get it. Yeah, he did him real dirty in that. He did him real fucking dirty. Mark did him dirty AF on that. Props to George. Yeah, yeah. George just gave us one of the best upsets in a while too. Really good upset. Probably not the best idea. Art of Deception never fails. Yeah, George. Yeah, his pride wants a rematch. I get it. Who wouldn't? Look, let's put it this way. You have the chance. You're KAMBOSOS, okay? Let's put you in that mindset. You just got your face boxed off, okay? You can either go fight someone else and probably not make that much money. You make decent money, not the biggest thing. Or you can fight for all of the titles again and maybe win. There's a possibility. You never know. But I wouldn't let all my belts go away. You know? Do another gaming stream. We did one last night. I might be... It's hard to figure out what Friday's going to be like, especially with the little guy. But yeah, usually I'll try to do another gaming stream. Maybe next Friday. Or, you know what I did, B3, is I did a full breakdown of all the Rocky movies and Creed movies, and I did them in order. It was like a 45-minute like breakdown of every single movie in terms of what is the best. I played Fortnite. I haven't played Fortnite in a little while. I'm usually more of an Apex guy. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Oh, no, I mix it up. So I've played Minecraft. I've played Doom. I've played Apex. I've played Elden Ring. I don't stick to one type. I've also done like a stream where I hooked up my Raspberry Pi and I played all retro boxing games. So it was like all the old school, like Mike Tyson's Punch Out, all like every single old school boxing game from Super Nintendo and Nintendo. We were playing that on stream. We've done Fight Night. I usually mix it up. It's whatever I think is going to be entertaining for you guys. So, I try to mix it up because like last night we were doing Elden Ring and it was just like, you know, it wasn't the most interesting thing. So instead I went to Apex. Also, usually on Fridays, what we've been doing also, we've used to do classic fight night where I would take a fighter, for instance, I would take like George Foreman, and I would take like his 5 best fights, and we would sit there and I would actually have the fight on the screen, like where right next to me, where you can kind of see the poster, right? I would do this whole side. I would be tiny up here, like tiny little screen up here, and I would film most of this with the actual fights. And we would sit there and watch like all the classic fighters. We watched Rocky Marciano, Sugar Ray Robinson, Duran, Marvin Hagler. So we used to do that a lot as well. It all depends on what's going on. So big thing is internet costs. So, internet costs. I basically run out of data if I do it a lot. So cocaine and pizza, dude. I still love that name, man. Gets him on the rematch. Look, hey, anything can happen. And KAMBOSOS, look, he learned a lot from this fight. I wouldn't count him out, but he's going to have to do some serious work, man. You know? So he's going to have to do some serious work to figure out how to get in there. And, you know, who knows? Who knows? Anything can happen. So, oh, don't worry. He's gone. I know Shrek. He was like, look, I understand. Watching Rocky 4 today, dude, that's a great movie. I will have actually a YouTube video with all the breakdowns. So if you missed that stream from yesterday, I will make sure you get to see that, man. I don't know what Tank's going to have next, actually. So, guys, I'm going to send you guys over to Pickle Rick TV. He's doing Knockout City. So if you are on Twitch, go check them out. I'm going to raid them right now. We will be back next weekend. Can't even remember who's fighting next weekend. Hold on. Let me see who's fighting next weekend, man. Feel like I should know this. Oh, yeah. Munguia's fighting next weekend versus Jim Kelly. We'll be doing that. Have a great night. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. Go check out Pickle Rick. Go tell him Glove Talk sent you. Super fun channel. Really unique channel. They do a lot of funny stuff. They're really, really interactive. But hey, good fight overall. We got an undisputed at lightweight. Let's see what happens now. So I'll see you guys later. See you guys next week.